Yay, shiny hunt today.
Ba ba ba.
Alright. We sound good.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't notice earlier. Did the audio break when we were recording?
If it did, it was the last video.
Okay.
So.
Alright, well, the audio is currently on, and hopefully it stays on,
Yeah,
because we're
very
still using our old
currently.
computer. But anyway, hello people, it's us TBGN. I'm your host, Younger Bro.
I'm your other host, Older Bro.
And we are back shiny hunting today, where we are going to start Sobble. Because we did not find shiny Gossifleur last episode, we are now going with Sobble. By the way, I am not taking any egg requests, because I already know what I'm going to egg hunt next after Sobble. And I kind of want to get that Pokemon more than Sobble, actually.
Uh-huh.
So, anyways. So, here's a problem with Sobble. So, Sobble. Not only is it the hardest starter to shiny hunt, as far as I'm aware, it's also the hardest egg hunt in the game.
Uh-huh. If you say so.
So, I'm not expecting Sobble for at least 2,000 eggs each. Like, that's how bad it is.
If you say so.
So, yeah, because I believe the worst I've seen it was a guy with a shiny charm, had all the charms. He egg hunted it, and he didn't find it until, like, well over 6,000 encounters.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. By the way, guys, the counter will not start until the first egg hatch is, so. Alright, so I got two things to talk about today. One, I got a shiny Teddy Ursa on Pokemon Home the other day.
Okay.
I'm missing an Ursaring, so guys, I can't get it in Sword and Shield. So, if I can transfer Teddy Ursa into any of the newer games, I know I can in Arceus, so maybe I'll do another Arceus shiny hunting episode, and I'll just include it in that. So I'll just evolve Teddy Ursa there. So I got that. And there's some DLC coming to a game. It's Jurassic World Evolution. There's already more DLC for it.
Cool.
This DLC adds story, apparently. Not only does it add story, it adds like 3 new maps.
Uh-huh.
So, guys, unfortunately, I need to let you know, we are not streaming Jurassic World DLC anytime soon. Now, here's what I don't know yet. Because, guys, we are 1 episode away on Jurassic World Evolution to where we usually just start. Like, we take a break and then start the next season if it was a mobile series. So, Jurassic World Evolution will be the first one where we take a break and then do, you know, the next season. So, I don't know what we're going to do with Evolution. So, we could. Yep. Hey, Mr. B. Yeah. So
Hello to Score Bunny.
we are probably just going to go ahead and do Season 2. Because we could have just had a 1 episode showcase for the last DLC. But now we're having even more DLC. So I think we're just going to go ahead and, with Season 2. Show off all the new content, and then be done with Evolution until they do more DLC. So they are adding Dominion dinosaurs. They're adding the Oviraptor, the Protoceratops, a couple new skins, and all 4 Trociraptors.
The amount of cares I have are very low. Mostly because this game is kind of annoying.
But the main thing is they are apparently adding more story. Now, I do not think they're adding more Chaos Theories. I think they're done with that. So, they're probably adding more story to main story. Another campaign. What that's going to be about? No clue. I have a feeling it's going to be in that one place where they found Toro. The fight pits.
Yeah.
That place. I think it's going to be there.
Could be.
It's the only thing I can assume. But I've not seen any more information on it other than that. So, we'll see when we play it. And it's still not going to be for a while, guys. We're probably not going to play Evolution 2 again until some point next year.
Long time next year.
Because we kind of want a break from it.
And thank God for that, honestly.
Like, guys, you know that I'm a hardcore Jurassic Park fan. But the problems I have with Evolution is the fact that it's not as fun as Evolution 1. Like, that's my problems with Evolution 2.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel fun. Especially with the last Chaos Theory they had. That was the worst thing they added to the game.
Yeah.
That was not fun. To me, Evolution should have been... Sorry. To me, Evolution 2 should have been like Evolution 1, where it's all about building your park. Like Operation Genesis was. That's why Evolution 1 was so good. And then... with the Chaos Theories, some of them, it didn't feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, guys, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed every Chaos Theory except the last one. All the other ones were fine. Because all the other ones were about building a park, except for Fallen Kingdom, where you're saving dinosaurs, and Jurassic Park 3, which is the same concept. But that was fun. It wasn't terrible. Like, I didn't have a terrible time.
See, having watched it, I'm honestly kind of in a disagreement. I think the last DLC with what the heck's the company
Biosyn.
name? Yeah, with Biosyn was like actually one of the more interesting campaigns.
Well, it was a campaign. Like, it was a campaign that they made up for the game.
Yep.
I did heavily hate that you couldn't keep your park in the campaigns. The first campaign couldn't do it. Neither could you in Biosyn campaign. I hated that. Yeah,
but again, you're not meant to play those. It's a campaign. It's not meant to be sandbox. Like that's the goal. Is once it's done.
I think that's my problem with it. I hate that the campaign are not like sandbox. That's what Evolution was like. Evolution 1.
But then just play the sandbox.
Because
that's the thing, is that they don't want them to be the same. They want them to be different. So you're upset that the thing that they don't want is what you want, but just play the mode that's exactly what you want.
I only have one problem with the sandbox, and that's all of the maps are not unlocked automatically.
Yeah, and that's fine. That I can agree.
I hate that. Like, you have... What was the other thing that they had that I did not want to participate in?
I can't remember.
Anyway, it was a thing where you did just build parks with difficulties. And you had to beat these campaigns in order to unlock the maps. But I have heard that even if you fail on getting to 5 stars in time, you still get the map. But I have yet to see it.
Yeah.
Because I can't find information on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just stay away from it. It ticks me off that I just can't use every map and sandbox it. But anyways, guys, Older Bro told me to play a lot in sandbox. I do. I love Sandbox.
He's talking about Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Yeah, I love the Sandbox in Evolution 2. I do. Like, I've been creating my own parks on maps. I've even done recreations of, like, Jurassic Park on a map.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the problem with Evolution 2 is it's not as fun as Evolution 1.
Yeah.
In Evolution 1, the park building, where you get to 5 stars on a park and you get to keep it, that was part of the campaign.
Yeah, and
I thought that was great.
Yeah, and in this game, they have completely separate things. The Sandbox is a mode that you play where you just do whatever you want and get to 5 stars however you want. It doesn't matter. But the campaign is specifically playing through a story that's designed by them, and it ends.
Yeah, here's the thing. Evolution 1, that story was designed by them as well.
Yeah, but their design space for these was that it ends, and that once it's over, you don't keep playing that. It's if you want to keep playing.
Yeah, you have to play it on Sandbox.
Yeah,
and I don't like that. I don't.
Yeah, it's like I get that, but it's like.
Anyways, is Evolution 2 the worst game in the world? No. Is it comparable to Operation Genesis and Evolution 1? No. Like, the only comparison...
Well, I don't think that's... I think that's an unfair argument. I would say that Jurassic World, or that Operation Genesis is not comparable to these games. Like, that Operation Genesis was a shit game. It was old as fuck.
Operation Genesis compared to Evolution, that's more fair comparison than Evolution 2. Like, because, think about it. Operation Genesis, even though it was an old game, it doesn't matter about the graphics or anything. The inherent goal for you was to build a park and make a successful park.
Yes,
that's it.
Yes.
But in Evolution, you do the same thing. Make a successful park. That's it. And if you want to, like, redesign it, you can.
True.
Because you have enough money and you can do it.
The issue with the games, yes, they're both about park building, but they are not the same kind of park building. Jurassic World
it plays
Genesis
differently.
is fundamentally about. It's about it's so much about the dinosaurs and just putting down dinosaurs.
Making a successful Jurassic Park.
But the problem is that game is so terribly coded that making a successful park is basically impossible because the guests just fucking complain all the time about not having any ability to have any any restrooms or benches, even when you put them at every fucking possible spot.
Here's the thing. So yes, it is annoying to have the guests be unhappy, but as long as they're even remotely 50% happy, you can still have a 5-star park and have complaints.
To be fair, we did play on the worst possible version for that modded for the mod that literally broke the game. So that probably wasn't fair to Operation Genesis, but
okay, so it isn't. So Operation Genesis on the PS2 is very different than Operation Genesis on the PC.
Yeah.
Well, we played the modded versions. Hold on a second. I think we got a text. Hello, Rye Kid. Love the name.
Hello, Rye Kid.
But anyways, so here's the difference. Operation Genesis on the PS2, you get to 5 stars and you get to keep your park, but you don't have as many dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like, you do not get to go to every dig site in one playthrough.
Yeah.
You have to do that in multiple. And I suppose that's one way to let you keep playing the game. So I don't hate it.
This game, Evolution was an evolution. It was designed that way on purpose. It was just supposed to be a complete evolution to Operation Genesis in every possible way.
And was it better? It's probably just as good as Operation Genesis.
Yeah, I don't know if I can necessarily agree that it wasn't a huge step up from Operation Genesis. Even if it's not perfect.
You still get complaints from guests.
Yes.
That is still a thing. But it wasn't as badly coded as Operation Genesis, which I agree with. Like, the guests were the problem in Operation Genesis.
Yeah, they were like a terrible pain. In this game, it feels more like as long as you put stuff at adequate locations, the guests will not complain.
In Evolution 2, they kind of changed how attractions and stuff work.
Yeah, that system was confusing, but if you understand how it works and you place them appropriately, generally speaking, the guests don't complain, and you do make money.
However, if you fuck up like I did during one of my playthroughs for, I think it was Jurassic World,
Good luck with that.
it screws you if you do not place the buildings in the right areas.
Yeah.
Because you will lose money. But not only do you have to place the buildings in the right area, but you also have to make sure that in that area, that's like the item. The item will get you as well. If you don't have the correct items, that is what screws you, really.
Yeah.
Like, you have to make sure that that shop, when you place it, makes money. And if it's making no money, you have to move it.
Yeah. Agreed.
Now, if it is making money, just choose the right items and you'll be fine. Yeah, they have like an item balance system in Evolution 2.
Yeah.
And it's very confusing to newer players. Like,
Yeah,
it confused us because we did not understand
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that game was very... I think overall it's a better system, but I think that it
Like,
needs...
it makes guess matter more.
Yeah, that...
Like,
and that's,
I'll give it that.
That is the thing with... That's the thing that is different between Operation Genesis and Evolution. Jurassic World Evolution is all about the dinosaurs. It's all about making the dinosaurs have, like, an appropriate thing. And the guests kind of don't matter.
That is a brilliant LGM.
That is a brilliant... Well, it was a brilliant LGM.
Yeah, sure, why not?
But, yeah, it's all about keeping the dinosaurs happy, and otherwise, the guests barely matter. Like, they are needed to get to 5 stars, but they're almost an afterthought. But in this game...
But in Evolution 2, they do matter.
Yeah, but in Evolution, and Evolution 2 especially, the game is designed to be a park. And that means the guests are more important than the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are just the attractions to get guests. So, like, this game is not as much about the dinosaurs because it's meant to be a zoo. It's literally meant to be, come see the dinosaur zoo, here's all the attractions, and, like, the monorails and all this other stuff to get you around so you can see these
But understanding
attractions.
how the guest system works in Evolution 2 wasn't even the problem with the game. The problem with the game was it just wasn't fun, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so it's like, I think they needed to make some tweaks to make the guest system needs to be a bit simpler, but simultaneously it needs to be a bit simpler to understand. But also, like, I liked how much that mattered in the game, because you don't see that many of these games that care that much about actually making the park a park.
Yeah, like, and that's why Operation Genesis was so good about their visitors, because you could give them items and it could display on screen. Like, you could add a balloon shop, and you'd be able to see them hold balloons. It's like, they don't have that in Evolution.
Yeah, but I say that, but I still prefer games like Thrillville, and I always will.
Of games that they are story-driven.
And also, what's the word I'm looking for? They're story-driven,
But also has, a lighter theme park element, where it's not as involved. Like, you can get pretty deep in that, but it's much more about, like, do these challenges. Like, I kind of want a middle ground between the two, is what I want. I want something that's a little bit more involved, where you have more ability to design the park than Thrillville, and the power meter restriction doesn't exist, where as long as you pay enough money, it doesn't matter how much power you use. But I want something a little bit less complex than all the, all the shops in Evolution 2.
But But yeah, Evolution 2, its problem was the last Chaos Theory. That
But anyways, let's not talk about Evolution 2.
It's a game that's not going to come out for quite a while again on the channel, and like we'll talk more about it during that playthrough.
anyway,
It just makes us sad.
it's not that makes me. I guess it does make me kind of a little sad. Like, I was disappointed that I wasn't having as much fun as I was with Evolution 1.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we have not found the shiny at all. Like,
Yes, would you believe Younger Bro hasn't screamed yet?
I mean, I screamed about Evolution.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, I'm hopeful when they do Evolution 3. It'll be a much better game than Evolution 2.
Yeah, I'd like to see like some reworks, and some middle grounds. Especially, let's get rid of the crap about the dinosaurs like hunting each other down constantly.
Yeah.
Like, I understand ritual fighting, but like,
and the like, what were they? They're not the Rangers. They were the dinosaur abductors.
that was here's the thing. That was annoying, but I liked that. Like, it was a different campaign,
But-
that was fine.
It was way too quick.
Yeah, like
Like, they even deduced, like,
they reduced how much it happened.
how much it happened.
Yeah.
And it still happened too much.
Yeah, so it's like I liked that mechanic, but like tone that down back a little bit and make it happen a little bit less often. But otherwise, that was fine. It was annoying, but fine.
I still hated that you kept that park. You kept it. Like,
Yeah, why the
fucking
fuck
hell.
would you want that part?
Why the hell would you want that? Anyway.
But yeah, like what I think the way that they should handle the like ritual like dominance things for dinosaurs is that as long as the dinosaurs are happy, it only reduces their health to an amount that a ranger can heal it.
I mean, you can technically heal.
No. What I'm saying is, what constantly kept happening is they would get into a fight, and then you'd have to take them back to the dang ICU building by helicopter. And it was like, I wish that they coded it so as long as the dinosaurs are at perfect happiness,
they wouldn't.
They
like,
will
kill
only
each
get
other.
minor scrapes and scratches,
Yes,
and that the
yes.
rangers can just go in and administer the treatment automatically,
Yes.
without you having to do anything.
Absolutely.
So it's only when you don't have perfect happiness where that they might get a bit angrier and start hurting each other.
Yes.
Like, and that'd be fine because you can control that. You can't control, well, the dinosaur just decided to get pissy today and kill the other dinosaur. Fuck you.
I mean, they do have different moods, like,
Yeah, but like,
so it all depends upon that too. Like, they're creatures with feelings.
yes, but I don't know.
But yeah, I'll look forward to playing games like Thrillville and such.
Oh yeah, I'm greatly ready to play that. I can't remember. Are you playing 2 or 1?
I'm playing 1.
Okay, good.
Cause that series is technically your series. You're the one that kind of introduced me to it.
Honestly,
so I
it's
think you should play the one you want most, which is Thrillville 2.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like you're like I almost want to be like, yeah, I'm playing Thrillville and you're playing Jurassic World, but it's not a fair thing because
Thrillville
never
isn't
going to
continue. Like,
to my great dissatisfaction. Hey, creators of Jurassic World Evolution, who are also the creators of Thrillville, get the license. Like,
they probably do have the license.
No, the thing is that it's by LucasArts, which now that LucasArts is back, it's like they could try to go get it, but it's like, yeah, find a way to buy that license permanently, because god damn, like, were those fun games.
Yeah, like the other kind of like builder games I want to play for the channel is, well, Jurassic World the game on mobile. And also would have loved to play what was it? I forget the name of it. It's the other Jurassic Park game by Ludia. But anyways,
I
it's
don't
just
remember.
Jurassic Park Builder. So I would have loved to play Jurassic Park Builder, but that game has been delisted, sadly. But there are other games like it. So there's, I want to say Jurassic World, the game plays similar to like Zoo Tycoon 1 and 2. I've not played 3. So
Yeah, I haven't played those games in years.
I mean, I wouldn't mind playing those games. Like, those games are fun. It's just, we haven't played too many of them. The only other one I know we have played that is sort of like a park builder or a town builder is the MLP game that we played.
Yeah, one of like 2 cursed games that you constantly have to have problems with of resetting them.
No. Like, guys, I hate the concept of not being able to redeem, like, your profile. Like, you can just lose it.
Re-download.
Or re-download. Like, basically, I do not like the thought of you not being able to access your old profile easily.
Yeah, I don't quite understand why save files aren't saved to the Google Play Store directly.
It should be, but Magic Princess is not one of those games.
Yeah, like that.
All other games do that.
Yeah, like I think that should be a policy that Google Play the Google Play implements going forward,
They fucking should, because
they should make it so that every game has to save the save data to the Google Play Store, so that this whole bullshit of, well, we can't find your account goes the fuck away.
Yeah, guys, like I had that happen on Dream Girlfriend. Like, you know, I've recorded season 1, and I recorded a little bit of season 2, so you'll see a little bit of that. But I can't go beyond season 2 because I lost all my progress on it. Like, I tried re-signing into my Facebook, which is what's tied to, and it keeps putting me on an older profile where I had to make a new account just to sign into my old account. And I can't re-sign in. It sucks. Like, I've even tried deleting that account, and that didn't work. In fact, it made it worse. So I just do not have access to my account anymore. So that's why it's really, really hard for us to play mobile games sometimes. Like,
yeah, this is one of the reasons I don't like mobile games as a concept, because I don't have control over my save data and can't back it up, really. I have no effective way of keeping my saves so that when you're because here's the thing. It's...
And then
a lot of times, software is shit. Like, every software on the planet has times when they'll make an update, and it breaks the software, which means that I have to sometimes delete and reinstall it. And that's nothing against the developers of any piece of software. That's just a fact of technology. Sometimes a variable gets corrupted, and you have to reinstall. But the problem is these games say, well, if you uninstall, we're going to lose your save data. Because the only connection it has was to that app. And once you uninstall it, it's like, welp, it's off into the fucking ether.
Yeah, that's why I have to keep most of my games that we play. Like, if I know I can easily access my account again, then I'm fine with deleting the game and reinstalling it later.
Like, for example, guys, right now we're dealing with the fact that MLP we're trying to reinstall it, or we're not reinstall it, we're trying to update it on the software we use to play it on PC. But the problem is, it won't fucking launch, because it updated, and now it's only loading a black screen, which means we have to reinstall it. And as soon as we reinstall it, it deletes the fucking save data. So it's like, this is a stupid system.
Yeah, so
Just fix it.
I have it installed on my phone, and I'm going to contact customer service because they can sometimes get you back into your old account. But the problem with MLP is, well, they're going to say, well, if you didn't use a subscription, then we can't help you. Because I know that their system says if you are subscribed, you can regain your account easier or whatever, or you are more likely to get your account back. So basically what I'm expecting to hear is, we cannot find your profile even though you gave us valid information. You're gonna have to restart the game. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to play back up to where we were, which isn't that big of an issue, but I'll have to refriend a lot of people again.
Yeah, it's like this is the kind of shit where it's like I lost my save data because your game would not update correctly, and I had to reinstall it to get it to play again. So it's your fault I lost my data, and now you're saying, well, sorry, but because you didn't pay us enough money, you're gonna have to go back and pay a lot more money and waste more of your time.
And here's the thing, I don't even know if it's GameLoft's fault.
No, it is GameLoft's fault.
No,
they are,
here's why. Here's why. Because GameLoft also made Ice Age Adventures. And guess what? I can get that account back. I have already done it. I uninstalled Ice Age and got it back easily. Because it just saved with Google.
Yep.
It
should. It almost certainly is their fault. They should easily be able to install it to your Google account.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so fucking hard.
Yeah.
But
this should not be optional. Every game on the Google Play Store or on the Android Store should have all their save data always saved to the Google Play or Android Store.
Here's why.
Sorry, the Apple Store. I keep saying Android Store, but that is Google Play.
Yeah, here's why I can't
Whatever.
Here's the other problem. Like, you can't even sign back into old accounts yourself. At least not on MLP. You have to do that with Ice Age. Like, when you re-download Ice Age, you have to play through the tutorial again. But after that, you can just log back into your account if you had it connected to your Google. You can't do that with MLP. Yeah,
it's just fucking stupid.
I'm pretty sure there's not an option with that. If there is, I'll try it. But if there's not, I have to go through customer service just to get my account back. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why I'm in charge of the mobile content. Because I play mobile games all the time. I enjoy them.
Yeah. But this is also why, guys, there's some... At some point going forward, this might be a conversation we start having next year. Like,
this might be a part of the yearly update, like this conversation. Like,
yeah, because there's some conversations going on in the background about like
how many times we restart.
How many times we restart games? How long we wait for games to keep like how much DLC we like actively have to get for games and stuff like that. Like conversations that are like, hey, certain DLC becomes inaccessible. Fuck it. Or whatever. It's like...
Well, mobile games don't do DLC.
They just do
updates.
Yeah.
So...
But, like,
we're talking about the eShop.
But we have stuff for, like, the eShop where if the eShop's going down and, like, we're playing a game later, now we have to buy all the DLC for the games before the eShop goes down, or else we can't play it with the DLC or whatever. So it's like, this is going to come up probably in this year or next year.
It's going
to April 1st, upcoming April 1st, or the following, where we start making some like updates to how we handle things.
Yeah, guys, you should know about the eShop and just the eShop for the Wii U and 3DS. As of right now, you cannot add funds on the 3DS or Wii U systems. You have to go through your Nintendo account on your PC. Maybe on your phone, I don't know. I didn't test my phone. But if you want to get 3DS and Wii U content, whether it be DLC or game exclusives, I suggest you get them now. Because this March coming up, Wii U and 3DS are going to be done.
Yep, completely gone. Complete end of life.
It's disappointing. And honestly, it's making me think about looking up the PS3 and Xbox again. I think I already did, and it seems like they're going to keep them up for the time being, but
Yeah.
could change at any time.
Well, the reason the Xbox is particularly special because Xbox
They don't have a distinction between... Xbox doesn't really have a distinction between Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
I mean, it could...
Or Xbox 360... Yeah, Xbox 360 and Xbox One.
Yeah, here's the thing. That could be why I can't sign into online anymore. Because the shop for it might have went down, and we
Yeah,
just
but
didn't know.
what I'm saying is that they... Like, because I remember looking up about Xbox 360 and whether or not they were taking it down, and basically their statement is that the Xbox membership that you get is the same for Xbox 360 and Xbox One. There's no difference.
There's
between
no
them.
difference, so
So-
you should still be able to get
So
stuff.
until such a time as they create a different system for like,
I think that's the problem with
what's the-
PlayStation and Nintendo. They keep making different systems. Like eShop and blah
Sorry,
blah
my
blah.
brain's not working properly. Okay, so they had the Xbox, and the Xbox 360,
Mhm.
and then the Xbox One.
Xbox One,
What's the new ones?
Xbox Series X.
Right, Series. I kept thinking it was one S and one X, and I could not think of the
No,
Series.
that's
Yeah,
that's
but
a
s-
different
yeah.
Xbox One.
But Series X and S still use the same Microsoft login stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, as long as that keeps through, the servers are exactly the same.
Thank you for the follow, Gibber
Gibber.
or Gibbert.
Yeah, that is Gibbert. 60F.
But, anyways, so I don't have a lot of worry with Xbox, but I do have worry with PlayStation 3.
And I think it's fair. It's fair to have that worry.
By the way, guys, there's also conversations right now of concerning Fire Emblem Fates, the special collection, because the special collection is very rare,
Yeah.
and
And
there's
expensive.
DLC on it.
Yeah. This is the main reason I bought the special edition, the very expensive special edition, because
Does it come with all DLC?
I don't remember if it comes with all DLC.
but it does come with all the content. It's all three routes.
Yes, I know
So
that.
it's not. I don't know if it has all
the DLC.
Yeah, but I also just don't give a shit about any of their DLC because all the DLC is like skins and crap. It's nothing useful to me. The only stuff I cared about was being able to actually play the game.
Because again, guys, once that
Once that goes down, you cannot. If you have not bought the other two routes, you just can't play them. They are lost unless you buy the other version, and then the third route is still lost because it's only DLC.
By the way, guys, just so you know, speaking of Fire Emblem, so we can actually play each other's games on the channel. Like, that is going to happen at some point.
Yeah.
I'm very considering playing 3 Houses myself on the channel, just so I can show off the DLC, because there is story DLC that they did add, but unfortunately, it's near, like, mid-game, and we're well past that. So I don't even know if you got the DLC, you could
It
have.
would even do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know enough information on it. So it is very likely that I will play 3 Houses on the channel at some point myself. So, and I think it'll be fun. And you'll see a different route. Like, guys, we could play Fire Emblem Fire Emblem 3 Houses pretty much as many times as we want, and just
And never
have a
get the same
different playthrough. Like,
Yeah, that said, we will not. That's not something we plan to do regularly.
No, no,
So
no.
it's not something
Like,
you
guys-
should expect. We are not becoming a 3 Houses channel or whatever.
No. So, like, pretty much once I play the game, after older bro has played the game, it's probably not going to come back again.
Yeah.
So, never expect to game more than, like, 2 times. Okay, did I miss a click? I missed a click. But, yeah, it's going to be quite some time before you see us play each other's games.
Yeah.
Because there's not too many games that older bro plays that I want to play.
Yeah, and that's probably the same vice versa.
Like, I could replay a couple of our Zelda games. Like, I could replay Breath of the Wild myself if I wanted.
Yeah.
I could do Skyward Sword, because, guys, I've not played Skyward Sword ever since older bro played it.
Well, and you had plans to play, what was it? Weren't you planning on doing, like, the Twilight Princess, like, dungeon that neither of us could do? Or did you drop doing that?
I'm still trying to do it, but I'm taking a break from it.
Because it's a pain in the ass.
No. Here's why I'm taking a break. So, I think it was last month.
Yep.
No, sorry, month before. Month before, I was playing it. I was going to play it all the way up to that last dungeon.
Yeah.
Then I kept fucking it up.
Mm-hmm.
The playthrough. Because I would miss stuff. I was like, God damn it.
I mean, you can always go back and get stuff. Nothing's ever locked out.
No. The wolf trials. Apparently, if you...
No, those do not lock out. You just have to get to the point in the game where you can change back and forth between wolf and human at will, and you can go back to get every single one of those. You can never be locked out of those.
The problem is you don't get locked out necessarily, but you won't be able to use them against bosses, and it'll make the bosses harder. So, like,
sort of,
the shield bash,
yeah.
I couldn't use it against that boss.
Yeah.
And it actually wasn't that bad.
No, all of them are optional except the first one.
What was bad was the Gorons.
Yeah.
Then I remembered, wait, I could put the iron boots on and just roll into them, and it fucking worked. I was like, I'm so glad we found this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, all of them are optional except the first one, which you can't miss. It's impossible.
Okay.
Because that one is needed to beat the game.
But anyway, I just got sick and tired of somehow skimming over those trials, so I'm going to play through the entire game again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the guide. Just use the guide.
I was using the fucking guide.
How did you miss them in the guide?
I know! Like, that's what I was trying to tell you.
This man failing to read a book correctly.
Regardless, I'm going to play through it one more time, and if I still have the same issues, I'm going to say fuck it. Going until I can go back forward again. Because I'm not restarting it more than 3 times. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, guys, even younger bro has his limits.
But yeah, I think there will be, like, games that we won't ever replay, like, Scarlet and Violet. We're both playing it at the same time.
Yeah, Sonic 06.
Nope, I'd never want to play it myself. Plus, I had to help you. So I technically did play it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys, basically any games that just pissed us off, pretty much we're not replaying. Now, older bro once, he could try to do SpongeBob the movie if you wanted to, but I don't even know if he could do it. But I don't even know if he has the desire to play SpongeBob games.
Not really, especially not that one.
Because of the shit I went through.
Yeah.
Is it the fact that you can't progress in the game unless you have certain abilities? And it just locks you?
Yeah, a bit, but I just don't really have interest in playing it, honestly.
SpongeBob the movie, its problem wasn't the gameplay, really. It was probably the platforming and the enemies. That's what its problem was. Like, I could take getting locked out of areas because Bao Bikini Bottom did that to an extent. But they didn't lock you out of areas using abilities. They locked you out of areas using spatulas. But they did that with Goofy Gooper tokens too.
Yeah,
But the fact of the matter is they did it with Goofy Goober tokens and abilities.
Yeah.
And that made it worse.
well, and the tokens also, or the spatulas you could also get just by playing the game without really doing a lot of the side content if you wanted.
The spatulas, there are an abundance of them. So basically, even if you miss one, you'd be fine. As long as you have 75 spatulas, you can play through the entire game with no issues.
Whereas it felt a lot less possible
To do that in this game, because you kind of had to do most of the challenges.
And it's a linear story with backtracking mandatory, which I think made it worse of a game.
Yeah.
So, guys, it played exactly like Battle Bikini Bottom. Like, that was fine. But the combination of very bad enemies and very bad platforming, basically not understanding how the platforming worked, really, just made the game not fun, and we ended the series because I got too pissed off at it. And I went above and beyond what I wanted to do with that game.
Yeah, like, I'm honestly surprised, like, it didn't surprise me that you ended that game. I'm honestly surprised that you didn't end Sly Cooper.
I was about to. Then I gave the controller to you, and you somehow...
Through sheer goddamn luck.
Yeah. The problem with Sly Cooper, to me, was the end fight. Otherwise, the rest of the game was okay. I didn't like that you were one-tap the entire time, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise, I don't hate the characters, didn't hate the story, and gameplay was alright.
Yeah.
But SpongeBob the movie, God, nope.
The movie, the game, the experience.
Like, SpongeBob the movie felt like the last level of Sly the entire game.
Yeah.
But the problem is I love-hate that game. Like, when you first boot up the game, when you're not in the final levels, it's a fine game. Like, I enjoyed up to the point where it locked you out because you didn't have a certain ability. Like, I enjoyed pretty much...
Yeah, that one... That section was ass.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get to that Patrick level is when you're like, nope, you should stop playing the game.
I hope you guys are having any amount of fun listening to just rant about other games.
I mean, it's Shiny Hunt stream, so you gotta have rants about something.
I mean, that is true. I mean, we could not rant. We could just sit quietly and passively and have no interesting content whatsoever.
But I know one game we are never replaying, and that's Sonic Unleashed on the PS3.
Yeah.
That game...
Honestly, I'm having to say Sonic Unleashed is almost a game we wouldn't replay ever again.
But Younger Bro is, for some reason, committed to giving that game more chances than I think it deserves.
Guys, I am playing it on the PS2 at some point, and it is inherently a much better game on the PS2 than it is the PS3.
I always liked your rants.
Well, Mr. B, we're glad somebody does.
Because here's the thing about Sonic Unleashed on the PS2. Like, there's no hub world, so it's a linear game.
Yep.
I mean, you can miss content, but that's if you know the game and you know basically how to progress it. So you might miss some dialogue boxes, oh no. But the dialogue boxes is not what matters in that game. What matters in that game is the levels and the amount of Sun and Moon coins you collect, I think. Yeah. Actually, no. I don't even think that matters. I think it's a completely linear game where the coins don't matter. So the coins don't matter.
Because, yeah, that was another issue in that game where
yeah,
you had to go back
where you had to go back
the
and
Sun
get
and Moon medals
yes.
to play through more of the game.
So that eliminates that issue. And from what I understand, the final level in Sonic Unleashed
is multiple levels.
Is multiple levels and not one giant fucking section. So, already, from the sounds of it, Sonic Unleashed on the PS2 is already a better fucking game.
Yeah.
and I still think it's the best Sonic game I've played.
The hilarious thing is, so far, do you guys hate me? Absolutely not, Mr.
No,
A.
why
No.
would we hate you?
You are
Yeah.
one of our most loyal and recurring
Viewers.
viewers, and we enjoy your company.
Yeah, we love you.
Look, I'm not going that far. I don't know the guy that well, but like, yeah, we greatly enjoy your presence. Like, I have no reason to hate you.
But anyway, the two best Sonic games I've played was Sonic Unleashed on the PS2 and Sonic Colors.
Yeah, like, but yeah, the hilarious thing is that it's okay, and this, again, this is gonna get me very lambasted by the Sonic community. But so far, we have played 2 Sonic games. Yeah, and so let's go over these 2 games. Sonic 06.
We beat, but we didn't have fun.
Well, Sonic 06, we beat. We did not have fun, but not in the parts that people complain about. Like,
Really?
the problem with that game was honestly the last level. I think that was the most frustrating, and sometimes like the boss fights were a little
But
bit
you
bad.
still beat it.
Yeah, but everyone always complains about, oh, but the silver fight is terrible, and it's like, no, it's not. That was easy.
No, you
It
beat
wasn't
them
that
so
bad.
quickly.
Like,
Come think of it, when I played the game, I think I got up to silver, and I beat him just fine.
yeah, so it's like, I actually didn't hate that game. Like, I joke that, like, we're not going to play it again, but it's not because it was a bad game. I just don't have a desire to play it again. But, like, it was not a bad game.
Yeah, I don't have a desire to play
I
it
wholly
again.
expect that if we'd played the other version that didn't have the hub world.
What version's that?
I don't remember. I think it's the same one as. I don't remember. But like,
I think Sonic Unleashed.
I
is the one.
think it's Sonic Unleashed. I'm thinking.
Yeah,
But
you're thinking of Sonic.
But Sonic 06, yeah, absolutely fine. Like, maybe not
We
a great
beat it.
Sonic game, but like,
We beat the
let
game.
me be clear, guys. I've never enjoyed classic Sonic because I cannot play those games. So, like, in terms of between Sonic 06 and those other games, I'd say they're comparable. Like, I don't think anyone at this time is worse than the other. Now, whenever I finally get around to playing one of those classic games and can't get through it at all, then I will absolutely say that Sonic 06 is better than them. In terms of Sonic Unleashed, the big problem with that game is just the fact that all the Sun and Moon medals are required to play through the game. And the fact that that last level isn't broken up into more levels.
Moon and Sun medals, last level.
But in terms of
And-
the actual combat and playthrough of the game, like, outside of, like, a couple sections where I got frustrated with the combat, like,
the platforming was the
yeah,
problem.
like, and some of the platforming, like, I actually enjoyed that game. Like, that game was actually decently fun. It just got frustrating by the end, so much so that we just said no. But, like,
Yeah.
it was not that bad of a Sonic game.
Yeah, both Sonic Unleashed and SpongeBob the game, we went beyond what we should have, and we just could not get through either.
Just like, that's the thing with a lot of these games. A lot of these games aren't. I struggle to say that Sonic 06 or Sonic Unleashed were terrible games. The problem with Sonic Unleashed and Sonic 06 and SpongeBob the game is that they have a lot of minor problems that build up so much that by the end of the game you don't like it anymore. There's a lot of games like that. But there's a lot of those games are fun to play, except for those points.
Except for the
It's like
frustrating
once
points, yes.
if you cut out those very frustrating parts, the games are honestly pretty enjoyable.
And that's my problem with SpongeBob.
So it's like, I don't want to say that any of those games are like, you should never play them. And I especially don't think that Sonic 06 has the hate that it does not deserve the hate that it gets. But, that said, I don't think it's a game that once you play it once, you need to ever play it again. All 3 of those games are play them once, and then don't play them again.
yeah, like SpongeBob the movie, I think it's permanently shelved. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna play it again. Like, ever.
But guys, but Sonic Unleashed is a game that I think we didn't really learn our lesson from, because, I don't think younger bro learned the lesson from this game, of which the lesson should be, don't play the newest version, play the best version. Like we needed to do a lot more research into that game beforehand and be like, okay, these games play fundamentally differently, and this one seems
here's the thing.
better.
I didn't know, like,
Yeah.
people were beating the PS3 game,
Yeah.
and I didn't see a lot of hate besides the hub world.
Yeah.
Like, people just hated the hub world from the game.
Yep.
So I assumed, okay, this is going to be a fine game on the PS3 or the PS2.
Yeah,
And
but
I was
it's-
wrong.
Yeah, but it's exactly. So it's like,
So, honestly, that was a test. It wasn't there's bad reviews on the PS2 version, I'm
well,
sure.
there is. I'm not
But
talking about that. But I'm just saying that, like, it's probably something that we need to put more research into when, like, if we're playing a game, seeing are the two games on the, like, if there's multiple versions, are they all the same game, and is there one that would be better than the others?
Like, I've done...
But I also don't know. The thing is, I also don't know if for Sonic Unleashed we would have known had I realized beforehand, because I did know they were two different versions. But for other games that we don't know, we probably just wouldn't be able to tell.
God damn it! Stupid camp button. But anyways, so there's two other games that are upcoming that we're going to play multiple versions of.
Yeah.
To see which is the better of them.
Yeah.
So there's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen.
Yep.
It's different on PS2, the DS, and PS3. So,
That just sucks.
and in my opinion, both the DS and the PS2 are really freaking good. Like, they're really good games. Don't hate either of them. The PS3 one is the one I'm unsure about. I played it and realized, oh shit, this is a different game than the PS2 one. I'm like, oh my god, there's 3 different versions of this game. So, I want to say the PS3 game is probably going to be the worst of all 3, if I had to bet. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't hate playing it. Like, I played through the first level, the tutorial and such. I didn't hate it, but I know it's going to be hard to understand, and I have a feeling that we'll beat it, but I don't know if we'll have that much fun with it. I think it'll be an okay game, like a very, very, like, okay game.
Yeah.
Like, not the best, it's just, eh.
Yeah.
It's a bland game. There we go. Now, the other game is going to be... Oh, what was it? Oh, fuck, I'm already forgetting. There's 2... I think I'm still thinking of Sonic Unleashed. Yeah, we're going to be... Oh, so Spider-Man, Web of Shadows. It's different on the PS2 and on the PS3. Now, people tell me the PS3 version of Web of Shadows is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, they... Pretty much everybody who tells me that they've played the PS3 game says it is one of the best Spider-Man games ever made.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because... So, Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the PS3, I'm pretty sure it's an open world game. It's like the Sam Raimi video games.
Yeah.
Like those.
Sure.
And all 3 of them are really good. I've played all 3.
Yeah.
But I've only ever owned 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But regardless, I don't know, because Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the PS2 is a side-scroller. And I loved that game.
Yeah.
I beat it, I can't tell you how many times. And the other thing you gotta know about this game is there are 2 different ways to play it. So there is pretty much the Spider-Man way.
Yeah.
Where you play as just normal Spider-Man pretty much the entire time. Then there's the Venom way.
Oh.
So there's multiple endings, and I think there's only 2 endings.
Great.
So, in Spider-Man Web of Shadows, on the PS2, I think you can either be just the good guy or the bad guy, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, that's all that story was.
Gotcha.
In the PS3 version, you choose between Mary Jane as just normal Peter Parker,
Okay.
or Black Cat, which is the Venom Peter Parker.
Aha.
So you either say yes to MJ or yes to Black Cat, and honestly, you do not want to say yes to Black Cat.
It sounds like you absolutely want to say yes to Black Cat.
No, it's to me it just don't feel right. Like I've seen it multiple times. I've seen that ending. Just, no. No.
Younger bro doesn't want to walk on the dark side.
But I'm just saying, if we wanted to, we could play the Venom and normal Spider-Man version. Like, we could play through Web of Shadows twice on both the PS2 and the PS3 if we wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll do that.
That does seem like a lot.
Especially the PS3 version. I know the PS2 version. It wouldn't take long for us to do on the PS2. I don't know about the PS3. Like, guys, the PS3 version might be a stream game. And
We shall see.
if it's a stream game, I don't know if I'd feel comfortable with doing both playthroughs. We'll think about it. We'll just say that. But yeah, it doesn't change the difficulty any. It just changes just the story a little. That's all it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, let us know if you want us to play games like more than twice. Because we'll be willing to probably do games more than twice if there's like multiple ways you could end the game.
I was gonna say multiple endings, or well, again, it's like it depends on what we mean
By ultimate ending or
like alternate endings. Sometimes we can do other endings without replaying the game in the same playthrough. But yeah, it's like if you have to do a full replay of the game, or there's different versions of the game, it's like that's gonna get a bit
It's
taxing.
honestly something similar to maybe like Undertale is what the discussion is like. Because I know with Spider-Man
Yeah.
Web of Shadows, in order to get the Venom ending, you pretty much need to choose most of the Venom options.
Yeah.
I mean, you can choose like one or two Peter Parker options here and there, but you have to like choose a majority of the Venom options. So, I guess we have some future polls we're going to make.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to make all this stuff polls, because like some of this stuff is like things that we just need to decide on, not the audience. But yeah, some of this stuff we'll leave up to them.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is the kind of thing we need to make a poll on, or if we just need to decide it, because it's like, playing a game more than twice, the same game. I don't know. I don't want to say Pokémon is comparable to that. Like,
Yeah, well, especially since we're doing games where we're playing both versions at the same time, it's like those we almost never are going to need to replay.
no, I'm saying they all play similarly.
Well, that's true.
So I don't think Pokemon is really comparable to that. But I don't know. I think it is something we do need to discuss.
At some point, yes.
Here's another question. So, if we... Okay, I know we will. We will eventually have a third bro. will he be able to play games that were played before on the channel?
That's a question we can ask at a later time. Let's not.
Would we increase
we're not
our
burning
thing
our
to 2
bridges
to
till
3?
we get there. Yeah, let's not burn our bridges till we get there. Let's just say that.
Yeah, should we, like, as an introduction test, just make him play Sonic Unleashed and SpongeBob the game and see if he can beat it, and if he does, he's in.
Guys, Younger Bro insists that he is not evil. He has just suggested the most evil possible thing. In order to become a member of Two Bros Game Night, you have to play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy.
Here's the thing, I don't even know if we'd be that bad at it. Like,
It's
just I've been walled from never playing it.
Yeah, it's like we're not playing that. No. We're never playing that on this channel. You can't pay us enough.
I thought I made this section hard.
Yeah, there's not enough booze in my office. Is Getting Over It on Switch? I don't think so, but I'm not sure.
I think it's only on PC, for sure. God dang it, cutie fly.
Let me look that up.
But yeah, I do have another question. So, out of all the games I played, which are the ones that you're most likely to play?
Not sure.
I think Twilight Princess would be one.
Well, that's fair.
Like, that one's probably the one I see you replaying the most. We are up to 69 encounters. Nice.
It seems to be, yeah, it seems to be, only on PC. Or mobile. But not,
Why would you
not
play it
console.
on mobile?
No clue.
Yeah, I wouldn't play that game on mobile. I'd do it on PC. Like, I think
That
it'd
game
be
is
worse
hell.
on mobile, actually.
I mean, probably.
So, what game do you think has been the best one on the channel so far? Like, that you've played? Like, the one you've had the most fun with?
Hold on. Let me pull up the list.
While Rose looking at the list. Blue Fire was kind of cool, even if I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, Blue Fire was pretty good. Hold on, let me.
What was it fun though?
It's kind of fun. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I remember you struggling a little. Yeah, there we go. We should go back to Blue Fire and play through all of those challenges.
No.
By the way, guys, we're never doing that. Even I don't.
Okay, I'm turning the
have a
mic
desire to
around,
do
so I'm
that.
actually really close to Younger Bro, so this is gonna sound really terrible. Sorry. But yeah, like, the thing is, I don't consider it to be a problem if a game is kind of challenging. Like, I can enjoy games that I struggle with. So, like, Celeste was a fun game. I enjoyed that. Paper Mario and specifically Bug Fables was really fun.
Yeah, Bug Fables was great. I mean, it'd be a game I play, honestly.
I actually really enjoyed AM2R. That was a game that I wouldn't have played without playing it for the channel. But I really enjoyed that one, even though it was a bit difficult. And then there's our obvious answers of all of our visual novels. Of DDLC is fun,
Oh yeah.
especially the modded versions. National Park Girls was fun. Let me go through all the streams. I mean, I actually really enjoyed Star Force. I've already said that I really love those games, so Star Force DX is really good.
Yeah, guys, I pretty much enjoy all of my playthroughs except for the ones I struggled in and got really pissed off at. So, Sly Cooper, I didn't really enjoy, and obviously the game I didn't beat, I didn't enjoy.
Okay, Mike is back in his normal spot, guys.
But
yeah, it's like there's pretty much all. Yeah, I'm in a similar boat that I enjoyed a lot of my games. Like I get frustrated in them, but I enjoyed most of my games. Hollow Knight's obviously a fun game as well. Ori was good.
Okay, I think the game I had the most fun in was not Evolution, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Jurassic World Aftermath probably the
Yeah.
most on our entire channel. Because not only was it our first VR series,
Yep.
but it was a different way that they introduced not only horror games, but Jurassic World games. And
Yeah.
I think it deserves a sequel.
Yeah.
Like, if I could beg
yeah.
for a sequel, I would want that game
Yeah.
to have one.
Oh, obviously I forgot to mention Metroid.
Metroid and Zelda, probably.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't mention most of the Metroid and Zelda games because like I enjoyed them, but like
I'm currently getting all the Metroid games
But
on
yeah,
the
like,
Wii U.
I want to say DDLC is probably very high up there just because
Because we enjoy that
because
series
it's a
so
series
much,
that we enjoy
and we
doing.
keep bringing back.
Yeah. But like I obviously again like there's a lot of series that I greatly enjoy. Like I enjoy Twilight Princess even though I didn't play it. Like I greatly enjoyed that game. The yeah, Pokemon XD, the game that I never actually got through, that I constantly kept replaying. This is like
Yeah, you finally beating it was probably a monumental moment.
just like thank God I have a reason to permanently play it. That is a very large bug.
is a moth.
It is a very large moth.
Yeah, I noticed it earlier. Didn't want to say anything,
Just
but
like, holy
yeah.
crap. But yeah, so yeah, there aren't a lot of games that I want to say are my favorite. Again,
Yeah,
I don't
you don't do favorites.
I don't do favorites, and I
But
don't.
I
and
know
I
the
purposely
ones-
don't rank games, not because because that's just gonna take way too
Like,
long.
I know the top 3 games that you go back to is usually Dragon Ball Fusion, not Dragon Ball, sorry.
It's you.
Metroid Fusions,
Yep.
Zelda Twilight Princess, and
Yep.
what was it? XD. Those,
Yeah.
the 3 you already
But yeah,
named.
again, as I said many times, the Twilight Princess and XD were games I went back to multiple times because I never beat them. Because they took so long that I would always restart them. Twilight Princess I did go back to after beating. So it's a little bit higher than XD. But like, Metroid Fusion is a game that I have beaten 7 or 8 times. If not more. Like, I've bought it every time it's come out. And I greatly enjoy it. So, I do heavily recommend Metroid Fusion to anyone playing. I recommend AM2R. Like, it wasn't. It's not. It was a bit more. It was a bit too much like, Metroid 2, for my liking. But, which, it's another Metroid 2 remake. It should feel like Metroid 2. But,
Yes.
like, those kind of games, Metroids 1 and 2 are, like, they're not black sheep in the franchise, but, like, they're not exactly the kind of Metroid game I enjoy playing. But I did enjoy playing it. So, I do recommend it, and I definitely recommend, Dread.
Yeah. I've played Dread a little bit, guys,
Yeah.
but
That said, I
didn't beat it.
I have played through Dread. I started playing through Dread once since the channel. It's not a game that I'm going to play as many times as Metroid Fusion. I will still go back and play that many more times. Like, that's just a fact. So, again, I don't do favorites, but I've played that game 8 times, so I must enjoy it.
yeah, and I want to say I might play games. I don't want to say I play like games a lot more than you, but I've definitely played my PS2 games thousands of times. Thousands.
Yes.
Like, I can't tell you how many of those games I've replayed.
Yeah.
Like Madagascar, I keep going back to that game every chance I get because I love playing through that game.
Yeah.
That is, by my opinion, the best PS2 game.
Yeah, I will say there are very few games that I go back to over and over and over again and replay constantly. I enjoy new experiences over repeated old experiences, in general. There are a few exceptions.
Like, I mean, I have that thing too, but I usually go back to my older games more than I go back to newer games.
That's fair. Childhood memories are always high.
But that's just because guys, I still heavily enjoy PS2 games. Like, it's what I grew up with, and honestly, there hasn't been, like, a lot of newer games I've played recently that I just go back and keep replaying and replaying. Like, one of the games I keep replaying is both the South Park games. I've replayed the first South Park and the second several times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy those games and their turn-based strategy. And I think 2 is much better at it. But I've not even replayed a lot of the newer Dragon Ball games.
Yeah.
Like Fusions, I went back to and restarted like one time, and then I stopped playing it, mainly because it was coming up on the channel.
Yeah, and that's fair.
And I'm trying to think. I went back to playing a few of the Pokémon games, but not for a long time. Like, I don't even replay a lot of the newer Pokemon games, guys. Like, that's...
Well, the problem with those is that it takes just a long time to play. Like, they're very deep, dense games.
So... Like, guys, I have not went back to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Like, ever since we beat them. I'm planning to go back to Shining Pearl, though, but I'm going to record me doing Raminus Park because it's actually not as bad as we thought, but it's still not great. Because I did Raminus Park on Brilliant Diamond, and it only took me an hour or two.
But still more than you wanted.
Yes.
Well, it's already been an hour and a half.
And that's how many rants we've gone on. That's good.
Yeah, sometimes we're good at that.
So, what are some games that we beaten that we'll probably just never go back to, besides Sonic 06?
This is talking games that personally I would never want to go back to.
Pretty much on the channel, like one replay for
Crash
the
of
channel.
the Titans. I had no real enjoyment out of that game.
Oh, I would
so it's
replay
like-
it.
Yeah, it's.
Like-
I would not personally ever replay that. We already said the two Sonic games, but
Yeah, like here's the thing, Crash of the Titans. I think it plays better with single player. Like I think it's better at single player than it is two player. Because I think the enemies get harder when you play two player. Because I remember that game not being as like rage worthy when I played it for the channel. Because I did get pissed off at it a few times. But we still beat the game. Like,
yeah, Wizard of Legends probably a game we'll never go back to because
it wasn't
a bad game. It's
bad?
just the fact that
like
it's just how that game plays. It's one of those games where you play it like 50,000 times and it's just not one of the games that I want to play again. It's one of the
I
reasons,
would treat that game as like a mobile game.
It's one of the reasons I struggle to with playing Binding of Isaac on the channel, because that game is just so start over. It's like it's very much it's a hard sell for a series. Because it's one of those games where it's like we can play them and we can get through it, but there's no way to judge how long it'll take. And what we count as the end of the game is kind of entirely subjective.
I mean, if we need to make seasons on it, we can. Like that's what I have to do with the Hunter Call of the Wild.
Yeah.
Because it is it's over 2,000 hours.
Yeah. I was gonna I thought Moonlighter honestly was gonna be a game that I would say never replay to, but actually that game was much simpler than I thought it was. We actually
maybe
that was
the
actually
final dungeon was
but we got through that pretty
but
well.
we still got through it. So even watching Moonlighter, I'm like I wouldn't be against it, but it's probably like one of the last games we'd replay. Now Friday the 13th, the game, I would never replay the campaign, mainly because of how you have to do the campaign. So in order to do the campaign, you have to have pretty much every Jason unlocked. And to do that, you have to grind EXP. And I had to do that while I was going to college. And now I'd have to do that while I'm at my new job. I would not want to do that again. Nope. Now, I still don't know if we're doing Season 2 of Friday the 13th. It's not because I don't want to do it, it's just I don't know if I have enough friends that would want to do it. Like, I think I need at least 4 friends to do it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, we got through most of the stuff we wanted to show off. It's like,
Like, Friday the 13th is fun, but it's just a series that, unless you have the friends to do it, it probably just won't continue.
Yeah. Well, that's all the games on my list that I'm like, no.
Yeah, like, on my list, there's more than a few games I'd be happy to replay. And if I
Well, in
wanted,
this case, it's the question of which ones you never want to replay.
but never would want to replay. So, Friday the 13th is up there. Probably some of the one-offs. There's not really a reason to play some of those.
Yeah, a lot
again.
of the games that are just like one-offs are kind of no.
Now, Doctor Who Edge of Reality, it wasn't a one-off, it was a two-off. I would actually be fine with playing that again. Like, that game was not just as fun as Aftermath, but, like, it was alright. Like, you know, probably one of the more good Doctor Who games, so I'd be fine with doing it. Jurassic World Aftermath I'd always replay, but not replay. I've already said SpongeBob and Sly. Honestly, I might not replay Crash Tag Team Racing ever for the channel.
Yeah, like, I greatly enjoyed that game, but there's not really a lot of replay value to it.
It plays fine, but some of the... I don't even want to say the races were a problem. Some of the side racing mechanics were the problem.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, some of that was not enjoyable. Like, the time races, they were not fair. And... what was the other thing that was not fair? I can't remember it. Anyway, whatever other problem I also... oh, right, the stunt arena.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those weren't not fair. So, even though, guys, I loved this game, loved that game as much as Crash of the Titans, I would never actually replay it. I'd actually replay Crash of the Titans over Crash Tag Team Racing.
Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. I'd rather replay Crash Tag Team Racing than Crash of the Titans. So, you can see our split on our opinions for Crash.
Yeah, Happy Wheels, I could make a mobile series and just do another season of it if I wanted. And would I be against that? No, I loved Happy Wheels. So, I might move into a mobile series. I don't know. I'll think about it.
Honestly, Rampage. I don't think that...
Oh,
Rampage
Total
should be-
Destruction.
The crap thing about that was that the prequels that were on the thing as extras
know.
were better games than it.
Okay, so I want to say this. Rampage Total Destruction is a good game when you are not focusing on beating the game. Like, when you are...
That's the point of the game, though!
When you are just demolishing the buildings and maybe, like, the first world, it is so much fun. I love it.
That's like saying, well, The Legend of Zelda is a fine game, except when you go and try to beat the dungeons or something. Like, that's the main point!
I'd probably wouldn't replay the Polar Express, because it had a similar problem where by the end of the game, it's always the end of the game with us, where it just stopped being fun.
Well, the issue we have is we're Let's Players. So, we're playing the game. But the problem is we're not, if we're Let's Playing it or streaming it, doesn't matter. We're not playing these things in a linear manner. We're not sitting down and recording the whole game and then releasing it all at once. Even mobile, you're not doing that. You do a few episodes and then take a break and then do some more episodes. And by doing that, you're getting out of playing the game. So a lot of the times, we're just frustrated at the end of the game because the game expects you to understand how to play the game by the end of the game, and a lot of times we've forgotten how to play the game. And we're
we
not
haven't
even
playing it in years.
And we're not even the worst contenders with this. Like, there are a lot of there's a lot of Let's Players that, like, do 2-week chunk recording and don't play the game for 2 weeks, and they just have no idea how to play a game. We tend to record throughout the week and the weekends. So, because we don't have the time and, frankly, money to record batch, we actually have it better than most. Because we are staying in it a bit more than others. But even still, the fact that we're not continually playing it hurts our ability to play those games. So, yeah. I think a lot of the games we wouldn't struggle as much at the end if we did like 6-hour streams of the game at a time and like chunked it out like that, where we got back into the rhythm of the game by the end of it. We'd probably struggle a lot less, but we can't do that.
But here's the thing, even with games that, like, we couldn't beat, we played those for, some of them we played for hours.
Yeah.
And I want to say even if we understood the game, we wouldn't have beaten it.
Yeah.
So SpongeBob,
There are some games that are like that, but
SpongeBob and Sonic Unleashed.
a lot of them are
no.
hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I think Sonic Unleashed, that was a problem. Or not Sonic Unleashed, Sonic 06. For Sonic 06, I think that was a problem, where we were out of recording enough that we were struggling with mechanics.
Yeah, but those were series at the start of our channel, so...
Yeah, so it's like, those are kind of... Yeah, that's the question. So, it's hard to judge which games are our fault and which games are the game's fault. Sometimes the mechanics we forget. Like, Bayonetta 3 is an absolute great example of this problem. I can, like, playing through Bayonetta 3, I forget the mechanics of how to block or dodge or whatever constantly. But after I play it an episode, I get back into the rhythm of being able to block and dodge pretty easily. So I get frustrated usually in the first episode, heavily, when we record. And then after that, I get back into the rhythm of things. Some exceptions. But that is absolutely my fault. So I can't judge the game against that. But yeah, it's hard to judge. This is why I desperately don't. This is one of the main reasons I don't want us to rate games. Because
with like how we do anime.
Yeah, because
hello, Quail. Oh.
And banned. Goodbye, Quail. But anyways, unlike an anime, it's easy to, the thing with an anime, the thing with like a TV show, it's easy to judge the quality of something
by how much you enjoy it.
By how much you enjoy something. With a show, there is no skill requirement to enjoying something.
But here's the thing, you can still rate games as well.
Like, yes, but follow me. With an anime, with a TV show, with something like that, your skill has no impact on your enjoyment. So, if I watch the show, it is entirely my subjective opinions that I am judging the show on. Just how much I enjoyed watching it. But when it comes to a game review, that's even more subjective than a show review. Because not only are you judging the game based on the quality of the mechanics of the game, you're also judging it on your skill of the game. So sometimes you can dislike a game because you're bad at it. But that doesn't mean the game is bad. It means you were bad. And being able to judge when you're bad versus the game is bad is way more complex.
So that would be like me and Sly Cooper.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people that love Sly Cooper, so at what point is it, I'm bad at the mechanics of this game, it's not the game's fault, versus the game is bad. That's my thing with Sonic 06. I don't think Sonic 06 is a bad game. I think most people who don't like Sonic 06 are bad at playing Sonic 06. And I think it's easy to be bad at playing Sonic 06.
I mean, even we were bad at it.
Yeah, because the game doesn't give you any favors. The game is a broken, glitchy mess. The game specifically has the amount of time it takes you to stand up from being bodied by Silver to be the exact same amount of time as your iframes run out. So as soon as you stand up, he immediately can grab you again. But if you play the battle the way they want you to, as a stealth thing, where you're going around the outside, getting thrown back into a wall, and immediately going to the other side of the stage to get away from Silver, that fight is hugely easy. It is not hard.
No, it's
But
not.
One bad mechanic, and a lot of people being bad at playing the game because they just ran right into him, because naturally to fight a boss you want to run into him. It's Sonic. You want to do a spin dash directly into his face. a lot of people got pissed off about that. And they make you do that boss fight 3 times. Well, like 2 times per playthrough. Because there's ones that are like Silver and Shadow, and some that are Sonic and Silver reversed.
Yeah.
But like, you have to do that fight multiple times if you want to get every ending. So, it is not something that I entirely blame on gamers. I'm not saying every person who played Sonic 06 is a shit gamer. But it's also not fair to say it's only Sonic 06's fault. It's one bad mechanic, and you can easily overcome that bad mechanic.
Yeah.
So, that's the point. How much weight do I put into that?
So let me discuss this with Sly a little bit.
Yeah.
My problems with Sly was the alligator. I had a very tough time with that. In fact, I quit and had you do it.
Yep.
And the final boss. Otherwise, I enjoyed most of that game.
Yeah. So that's that situation.
To me, Sly is not a bad game. It's
a game that frustrated you.
A frustrating game.
Yeah, because and I have a similar thing with anime. Like I've said many times, I have an absolute stance of if your show has sister shipping, you lose a point by default. It does not matter how good your show is. You lose that point because you put it in. One show has attempted to overcome that by it being a joke. And that show was not good. But one single show at least tried to get me to give it back the point by saying, we treat it as a joke too. A bad one. And it's not funny. And I'll say that was the brightest spot in that show. The rest of that show was just complete average. What if they ship a person with their imaginary sister? Now, Mr. B asking the real questions here.
Oh boy.
What if? Okay, yeah. So now let's ask these in separate ways. So next level up, or one level behind this. So start with sister shipping. Sister shipping's bad. Now, what if the sister's dead? What if the ghost of the sister is trying to hit on you?
No, still bad.
Yeah. But now we get to Mr. B's scenario of what if it's an imaginary friend that they think is their sister? It's not even a real person.
If they're not directly related, they are safe to be dated.
No, but it's an imaginary friend that's so close to them that they call her Sister Chan.
I mean, I know characters. Like, here's the thing. I know there are anime where the character is not their sister, but they're close enough to where they call them
cousins.
Basically
Cousins
their sister.
Often get called sisters in anime, and those are not acceptable either. So it's like somebody being in the sister relationship is generally frowned upon.
No, I'm saying like best friend levels of they are so close to them.
Yes, and then but then you have best friends who are like they're close enough that they're family. And those are generally fine. So it's like, this is where it draws that line of like, person literally doesn't exist. But you have such a close relationship with them that you call them sister.
Yeah, I think that one might be the borderline.
That falls into the best friend that lives next door. Unless the imaginary friend is specifically... Because, like, there are shows where, like, sister dies, and you now have an imaginary friend that is your sister. That's fucked up.
Hey, Croc.
Hello, Croc. No, younger bro got sick / very tired, so we didn't stream on Friday.
Yeah, guys.
We are still streaming on Fridays. Generally.
So, yesterday, I got to the point where I almost fell asleep in my chair, like I was going to collapse.
Yeah, younger bro literally just passed out and was like, I'm not streaming tonight.
Like, I felt fine, basically when I got home.
Yeah.
But an hour and a half in, I started to just...
You're just down. Yeah, and that's fine. Like I said, we're always allowed to just be like, no, we can't today. And that was a day where we just couldn't today. So, that's okay.
By the way, so you know how I still do my monthly checks, right?
Sure.
So going back through all of the series, so some of our newer series haven't been viewed yet.
Which is whatever.
Normal. Assassin's Creed 3 still has not had anything on it.
Nope.
Nothing.
That game basically doesn't exist.
And I don't understand why.
To be fair,
I think I can understand why to some extent.
Is it because it's been replayed so many times?
Assassin's Creed is one of the biggest franchises that constantly gets replayed by everyone. So it's one of those things where it's easy to get buried.
Yeah, so maybe it might be a Pokemon problem because Pokemon doesn't get
Pokemon's
that
similar.
heavily viewed on our channel. Our Shiny Hunting does, but
Yeah.
just our generic playthroughs aren't
Yep.
that good. Scarlet and Violet have been one of our
yeah.
best, actually. Like, they've been better than Arceus.
Yep.
But
So,
it's also the newest game, and
We
we
played it.
nearly day one. Well, I guess we did play day one, but
we played the day one.
we're playing it right as it comes out, so
So there's less competition.
But here's the thing, we did that with Arceus too, and
true.
it didn't do as well as Scarlet and Violet is doing.
True.
Sometimes you just get lucky.
So I'm proud with Scarlet and Violet.
Sometimes you just get lucky.
But yeah, but just seeing no views on those series makes me think, okay, maybe our viewers don't want that content. But at the same
But
time,
again,
it's like
as we've said,
And I know
this is gonna sound a bit. It's gonna sound like I'm a bit of an ass,
but frankly, I don't care if our viewers don't want the content or not. It's like, we're not here for the viewers.
yeah,
We're here for us. We play the games we want to play, and if the viewers don't want to watch them, they don't have to.
I think it's also because I had a tough time with Assassin's Creed 3, so
Yeah, it
I was
a
never
game,
gonna-
It was a game you struggled with, and you feel like you got nothing out of it.
pretty much.
Which is
I
fair.
think that's
But like,
my thing
I
with
do
it.
want to be clear. I do appreciate all the viewers we have. We do care about you.
yes, we.
But it's a situation of like, yeah, if nobody watches it, that's fine. We're still gonna play it because we want to play it. Are you guys planning to play God of War? At some point, I think
Yes.
that's written down. Yeah.
Yes, I am going to be playing it. In fact, I have a God of War game coming up at some point. It's probably going to be next year.
Soon-ish.
So, I'm not saying when necessarily, but it is coming soonish. And we're going to I'll just let you know, guys, we're going to sort of play them in order, because in order to understand the newest game, you kind of have to play the older games. God damn it, why won't this thing go away? Sorry guys, something popped up on Shiny Hunt that won't change. I have to restart the timer. Okay. Brilliant timing is boring a little. It's boring because it's literally the same game. It's a copy and paste game.
Well, okay. I was actually, this is a good conversation to have. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and we were talking about, because people are talking about Scarlet and Violet. My friend is like, he's playing through Scarlet and Violet. This is the first Pokemon game he's played since Gen 2.
Okay.
Actual Gen 2, not the remakes. So he has not played a Pokemon game since Chikorita was first announced as a Pokemon.
Okay.
And he's playing through it and he was enjoying it, but he was talking a lot about how he'd heard plenty of people like having problems with it. And I was talking to him about, I was watching a video. I don't even think it was about Scarlet and Violet in particular. It was just a Pokemon video. And somebody was talking about the new games. And the comment thread was like, because the guy in the comments was like, yeah, I haven't been satisfied with the last few Pokemon games. It kind of been just meh to me. But I wanted to play this game especially because like the open worldness intrigued me. I was like, yeah, they can probably do pretty well with that. And that comment thread was filled with a lot of people being like, yeah, these were actually good games. They were very enjoyable. We just wish they had more time. And, like, people were saying, like, we really wish that Pokemon had the same kind of thing as Zelda, where they could take 3 years to make a game and put that much time and effort into it. Because Pokemon really can't. They have to have a game every year and a half. They have a very strict schedule. So, it's one of those things where, talking about Brilliant Diamond specifically, I'm wondering if Game Freak isn't trying to do that. I think they brought Ilka in because they want Ilka to do every remake going forward. So that they can
better not.
Yeah, so that they can take more time on the main series. And what I want to say to that is, I'm fine with them doing that. I want them to do that. But if they do that,
they better do it well.
Ilka needs to realize they now have to be as good as Game Freak. And like I said, and I was telling my friend, Ilka was also kind of kneecapped. They came in at the worst possible time because Game Freak told them outright they couldn't use the new mechanic, and that's been Game Freak's big sell every single time. Every time they do a remake, they always include the new mechanic.
Yeah, so it wasn't. It's not Let's Go Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl.
It wasn't Let's Go Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. It also wasn't Sword and Shield Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. They weren't allowed to have Dynamax. They weren't allowed to have Megas. They weren't allowed to have Z moves. They had to make it a straight port.
Yeah, and I hated that.
And, so, on some level, this was not Ilka's fault. On the other hand, though, it was such a port that it literally had the same glitches as the original game. So, that part is their fault. So, let me be clear that I don't have a problem with Ilka making every remake game from now on, if they do better than this. Because Brilliant Diamond was just the same fucking game, except for the underground was slightly expanded.
And Raminus Park.
Yeah, and they had the Raminus Park to replace the PAL Park. And that's basically it. I guess they also slightly changed the contests, but they really did pretty much nothing
The
different.
two best things in that game were the animation, some of them, and the contests. Love the contests.
But yeah, it's like, I do not want them to be straight remakes. Like, I would like them to add something more, and this was not a sufficient add. The art style change was not a sufficient add.
No.
The Grand Underground was in the original game. No, it was not.
The
Underground was in the original game.
Underground was.
But the Grand Underground was entirely new.
It is.
Like, the open section of the Underground, like the part where it opens up,
and
that
you can
was
shiny
new.
hunt in it.
But, yeah, in the original game, all it was just the cave walking section.
Was just digging. I don't even think you could encounter Pokemon down there.
No, there was no Pokemon encounters. It was just the mining section of the game. And that was it.
I think that's basically how you grinded money in that game, was selling all the shards and
So
shit.
they did change the underground, but it was not a sufficient change.
But yeah. So if Black and White remake happens next, which is probably going to happen.
It probably will. I don't know how they're going to do that, but
I would want it to be Black and White 2. Like, it would, or maybe a fusion of both.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting situation, because
like, what are they going to remake? The first Black and White game or Black and White 2?
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to remake both. Like, just to be fair.
So they're probably going to remake Black and White 2, if I had to bet.
But I don't know. So, yeah. But, yeah. But I do want to say, I like the idea of Game Freak saying, the side series is now going to be handled by someone else, because that way we can focus on just making the new games.
And maybe that's why Scarlet and Violet came out so fast.
Yeah. So, Oh, the audio's not working again.
Yeah, guys, we're really trying to replace this computer. It should be replaced soon.
It's really not wanting to come back on. Oh, there it goes. Like, it just really wanted to be off. Yeah, I think that they need to...
Yeah, I don't know how they're going to remake Black and White at all. I think they have to do two things. Either they remake only Black and White 2 or Black and White 1, or they make a new game entirely.
Yeah, I think that I like the idea of them making one game that has like all the content from both. In that, like,
So it would be gray. That'd be hilarious.
Not specifically because it's gray, but because I like when they did that for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where they made like the complete edition.
Oh, DX.
Yeah, like DX was supposed to be like the complete version of both those games as one game.
So do you think
it's
they
like-
might do Black and White like Ultimate or whatever?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I think they'd still call it Pokemon. They'd call it like something black and something white. But I just hope that they include content from both the games. And they should especially have old Pokemon mixed in. Because Black and White was notoriously bad for, like, they didn't have new Pokemon, or the old Pokemon, until the very fucking end.
Imagine they do a open world Black and White game. I would fucking go ballistic.
Yeah, that's... So, yeah. All I'm saying is, Ilka has to do better for the next games if they're doing them. Like, we expect much better than that.
Yes, please. Pokemon XD of Black and White levels.
Yeah. Again, it's like, Genius Sonority still works with Pokemon. They still do stuff for the Pokemon Company. I desperately want them to bring those games back. Those were really good games, and those were, again, made by people who did not know what they didn't know the Pokemon franchise. Like, they made new and unique games that didn't play like the Pokemon games, and I enjoyed it. Also, I found out the Ore region's apparently supposed to be based on Arizona. Like, it's supposed to be, like, deep in like, that section of, the world.
Huh.
So that's why it's all deserty. It's all supposed to be, like, the Arizona desert and stuff.
Oh.
At least from what I was hearing. I could be wrong. What's your favorite regional Pokemon from Black and White?
Regional?
Regional? Like, you saying Gen 5 Pokemon? Or are you specifically talking about the Pokemon that were there to replace Gen 1 Pokemon?
Well, my
Pokemon that came out in Gen 5. Okay.
My favorite starter was a tie between Samurott and Superior because they were both really good. My favorite legendary was probably Reshiram. And my favorite mythical was... That's when Meloetta came out?
Yeah.
Yeah, Meloetta.
Gen 5 is Meloetta. Yeah, Gen 5 had some really good
Mythicals.
legendaries and mythicals.
Yes.
Like, they were very good.
But if I had to choose one of them, it'd be Meloetta. Because again, like, I would probably be the psychic fairy gym leader if I could be one.
Common Pokemon.
Common? Not including starters?
I'm going to say, yeah, not including starters and not including legendary mythicals. Anything else. Find out in the world. So, relatively easily. So, yeah.
I really liked Liepard.
Liepard was okay, yeah.
Like, because, guys,
I liked the American Eagle. Just Which one's that one? The it's not Braviary, is it? It's
No, that was Braviary.
it is Braviary. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Braviary, the just straight up America eagle.
Yeah, but I'm a cat.
America! Fuck yeah!
Yeah, I'm a cat person, so I really like cats.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, no.
Dogs. The dogs in that game were good. I did like Rockruff. Good boys.
Rockruff was Sun and Moon.
Oh, which one's the dog Pokemon Engine 5? I don't remember. Now I forgot.
Zora.
Zora's a fox.
Yeah,
I'll just look up the
you're-
Pokedex.
Yeah, you're right.
That's just straight up not a dog.
Hold on.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Zora is probably my favorite. And
I'll just look up National Pokedex. again.
Liepard would be next. Forgot Zora was Gen 5.
List of Pokemon by National Pokedex. Oh, Lillipup, right.
Oh,
Lillipup was okay dog. It was a good boy. Stoutland got fat, but whatever.
I loved Stoutland. I like furrier creatures.
Yeah.
It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. I would literally be her.
I didn't need Audino, but Audino was good.
I did not like Crocodile Shiny.
See, I do like Zora, but I really liked Hisuian Zora. Like,
Oh yeah, Hisuian Zora is so much better. Like,
just so good. The deer Pokemon are pretty good. It's like there's plenty of deer around.
yeah. Anyway, like Gen 5 did have a lot of good Pokemon. It's very hard to choose just one, but yeah, Zora's pretty high up on the list, and so is Purloin for me.
I also greatly enjoyed the Larvesta Volcarona. Those were good.
That one's probably one of the best bug types in all of Pokemon.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Pokemon in Gen 5.
It was meant to be a restart for the franchise, and it feels like it.
And it sold it. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think here's the other issue that people have with Pokemon games coming out way too quickly. They don't have time to design more Pokemon. Like, we probably will never get as many Pokemon in the next games as we did in, like, Black and White.
Well, but that's not an accident. Game Freak's doing that on purpose. People got very angry in Black and White, if you'll remember. Like, people were, because Black and White was designed to be a remake for the franchise. So they remade Pokemon that really didn't need remade. Like, they had a new Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. They had a new
What was the new Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan?
Sock and Throw.
Oh, yeah.
They had the new
Audino.
Audino was the new Chansey. And like, it came across. You could feel that it was like, a lot of these just feel like Gen 1 Pokemon, but redesigned. Like, that feeling came across in the game, and people did not like that. And so they've purposely not put a huge number of Pokemon in any subsequent games, because they don't want that feeling to come across again, because there were a lot of people that were not happy.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that until actually really recently, that Black and White was supposed to...
Yeah, like, I don't know if I really thought about it, but I think I picked it up a little bit, just from playing the games. But yeah, I definitely didn't consciously think about it.
Yeah,
until somebody explained it. I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, and I never picked up on it. I just thought they were just new Pokemon. No Pokemon, no game me play.
think I'm gonna have to redo some of my boxes because there's a lot of these that have way too small of like sets in them
Yeah.
that I need to pull out and put in different boxes.
By the way, guys, shiny Sobble's pretty easy to spot. So it has you know its top like fin. Yeah, it's red.
Oh yeah, that should be pretty easy.
So that's what I'm looking for. Is that red fin? Dunsparce is dirty.
I mean, how can they do Dunsparce dirty? They did Dunsparce dirty in the gen it came out. Any attention to Dunsparce is like an improvement.
Well, that tells me they may have evolved it, and the evolution is not good. Oh, and Croc just confirmed it. So I'm
Yeah,
right.
I did already know that they'd evolved it, which is why it's one of the Pokemon on my team. I may have just got it off camera, and was like, yeah, I now have to keep this.
I still find it funny that the only Pokemon that has evolved on your team so far is your starter.
There is another one that's about to evolve, guys. I stopped it from evolving and then put it in the box so that I wouldn't evolve it until it's on camera.
Oh.
I mean, okay, I will say this, Croc. So, okay, I accept this spoiler. It only evolves once, right? It's not a 3-line. It's just a 2-line. Because I will say that I've kind of been ruined because Pokemon Uranium already evolved Dunsparce, and I loved how they evolved Dunsparce. So I get the feeling I'm gonna be disappointed just because it's not Uranium's Dunsparce evolution.
More than once.
No, it's just one.
Oh.
I asked. It only evolves once. It's not 2.
Oh, okay.
So,
but how did Uranium evolve it?
Uranium evolved it into a dragon flying type. It lost both its types.
Dragon flying, interesting.
Yeah, because they designed it to be almost the counterpart of Magikarp, like going into Gyarados.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
So, yeah, I greatly enjoyed that. I know that's not what Game Freak did, but I don't know what they did yet. But that said, I can see the design of it, and I am a bit worried. So, look, I'm not going to be angry no matter what they did, because I was fine with Dunsparce not evolving. But there's a lot of people that I've heard are not happy with Dunsparce's evolution already.
I guess we'll find out. By the way, you remember how we were talking about having problems logging into Mobile Series?
Sure.
So here's the other extreme. Guys, I know I've said I've delayed Tap Tap Fish, but I don't know if I explained why. That was delayed because I was signed into the game. Then I think I just couldn't relaunch the game. Like, I would open the game, and then after a minute or less being on the game, it would crash, and the app would just kill itself. Then it evolved into not opening at all. Like, it wouldn't get past the loading screen.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
So, I don't even know if I kept my progress. I think I did, because I think I had to sign in to it with my Facebook, so. But it is delayed until I can reinstall Tapfish and play it. Now, I don't remember. Was that on my old phone or my new phone?
I can't remember. Quick question for you, actually. So,
Yeah.
these cards from different sets.
No, this is Shining Fates. It's just the symbol is from
So,
the set
A
it
is the
originated
symbol.
from. So A technically is the symbol.
Okay, just making sure.
So that is a Charmander from Dragon's Vault, which they made shiny for Shining Fates.
Yeah, so, but that is one set. Okay.
Yes.
So I have to redo that then.
If I had to recommend anything, make sure you look up Shining Fates and sorry, that's Hidden Fates. Make sure you look up Hidden Fates and Shining Fates, because they both do the same thing where they put A on the card.
Interesting. But this is different than the newer sets that have the, like, trainer cards. Those are part of the set. Like, where they have the full art, it's just like a Wally card with, like, stuff on it.
Oh,
Those are part of the same set. Or, like, they're part of a subset.
Okay, so how they do the trainer you're talking about
the
trainer gallery. So how they do the trainer gallery is it is still Brilliant Stars.
Yeah.
But they have a different tag. So they could have, like,
But those
B-
aren't all one long series of all the trainer galleries, one set. It's that there's separate trainer galleries for each
new
set.
Yes.
So, okay.
So
But
what
these are one continuous set.
Here's what I'd recommend for the trainer gallery.
Yeah.
What I do is I put Brilliant Stars.
Yep.
Like the whole Brilliant Stars set, and then put
The
trainer
Brilliant Stars
gallery.
trainer gallery. Yeah, that's what I'm
last.
doing.
Yeah.
But this is specifically a set where they took cards from other sets, made them shiny, and put both symbols on it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Sort of.
the point is it just doesn't go in the boxes with these. They go in a separate box with that A on it, or something on it.
It would go in the Hidden Fates box. At the
You
end.
decided to watch us with some Doritos? I mean, I don't particularly enjoy the Doritos, but, like, I hope you do.
All of the shiny Pokemon in Hidden Fates and Shining Fates go at the end of the set.
Right. But what I'm saying is that they do not follow the symbol from the set they come in.
No.
So you don't put them in that set. You put them in the other Hidden Fates set.
You put them in the Hidden Fates set.
Yeah, that's fucking annoying.
I guess Older Bro didn't remember that from when we opened in.
Well, because I didn't pay
pointed it
attention
out.
to those sets. Well, and the other thing is, so is Hidden Fates isn't own all shiny, right?
No.
So there is
There's
Hidden Fate
normal
cards.
Pokemon common cards. Yes. That's why I said shinies go at the end of the set.
That's fucking annoying.
Because I would have treated it like the trainer gallery anyway.
Yeah, because now I have to check and make sure I didn't
Put these in a set.
Now you have to recheck all of your set.
Well, when did they stop doing that? I'm guessing it was all the blue and
They
just all the blue
started
cards.
doing it around Hidden Fates, but they only
did the
a majority of the shiny cards with Hidden Fates. So there's some you have to be careful on, like Champion's Path, the shiny Charizard card. I know you don't have it, but I'm just saying, like, there are shiny Pokemon in some of the newer sets.
Yeah, but they don't go back to Sun and Moon. So I don't have to worry about going back to...
No.
Before... Sorry. I don't have to go back to, like, XY. They're
No,
all in Sun and Moon.
They are all Sun and Moon, or...
Or Sword and Shield.
Yes, it's... They made Pokemon cards shiny from that era.
Yeah. I just don't like that they didn't put the Hidden Fates symbol on them. That's like, just put them
I know, when I first saw that and I opened Hidden Fates and got a shiny, I'm like, why isn't the symbol on there?
Yeah, it's like, I get that it's from a different set, but, like, put the Hidden Fates symbol.
And put the other set symbol.
The only ones... No, even the full art shinies, like, don't have...
Yeah.
Well, it's just difficult because of the numbering system. I just don't like that I don't know where they go.
Guys, I know I can't stop talking about it, but I still can't believe I got that Charizard from Champions Path.
Yep. So, this one's Hidden Fates.
That's Hidden Fates.
So, these go in this box.
Uh-huh.
Okay, thank you. You'll find an orange sleeve. Have no orange sleeves, okay. Well, I guess I do. I'll just take a blue sleeve. Swap it.
But yeah, I think I've decided that I'm still going to be doing the Pokemon. I'm still going to be doing Search for Marnie Part 2 this Christmas. And Fire Emblem Fates is just going to have to wait till next month.
I'm guessing the SV stands for Shiny Vault.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, everything makes sense then. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. By the way, it angers me to no end that I have like the damaged cards that you keep giving me are ones I don't have, which means I have like 2 or 3 damaged cards from you that are like, I don't want these. They're terrible. Stop damaging your extra cards.
No, they came to me that way.
Stop getting damaged extra
well,
cards.
Except for the Professor Elm card, which I think I gave to you. That one, my sister ripped in half because she got mad at me one day while I was organizing Pokemon cards. That's why I don't allow her around my cards anymore.
I so want to make a quote, and Younger Bro wouldn't get it. Yeah, guys, there's some shows that we just need to watch just so that Younger Bro gets the quotes.
I mean, I had, like, back when I worked at my old job, I did watch a lot of anime clips.
Not from this one.
How would you know? Like, even I don't know all of the anime that I've seen clips of.
Because what you were watching was probably mostly legitimate anime, and this one was not.
The interspecies reviewers.
No. We're not watching that for the channel. Yeah, guys, I've said many times and will say again, we are not watching interspecies reviewers for the channel. Do not request it. Partially because there's actually no way for us to give you any advice on legal streaming, because there is no legal streaming.
I suppose the legal thing would be to buy it.
Yep. And the question is, how much do I want to tell people to buy that show just to have us watch it with them? Not really.
Even I wouldn't buy it. Honestly, the anime I should buy right now is Monster Musume. We claim how we love that show so much,
Yep.
but I've never bought it, and I need to. It's just I haven't thought about buying it. Honestly, I think I've thought about buying Bofuri more.
Yeah.
Like,
They're releasing a new game called Contraband Police. So is that just basically going to be Papers, Please, but contraband? So it's Papers, Please.
ticket, please.
Papers, Please. Yes, but in 3D. Oh, God. Why are you here in Russia?
Why are you doing this to me? Get the fuck out of here.
What business have you to come to Russia?
I have business with business.
What kind of business?
Whatever kind of business you thinking of.
What? No, you not understand how passport control works.
I'm a goddamn policeman like you fucking dumbass.
Give me here. Give me ID. Nope, ID fake. Why you bother? Why you waste my time? Why bother?
ID fake.
You are fake. You are not here. None of this is real. Why are you? Yeah, why are you still pretending to stand there? Get out next.
ID fake. I'm your new boss.
No, papers, please.
I just gave you fucking paper.
You're not holding papers. You have not given me anything. I'm not holding them either. You have no papers. Now get out.
I gave you paper. Now you're saying you don't have
This,
paper.
so I want to be clear. This is not me. This is me making a bit, but this is exactly the kind of shit that happens in Papers, Please, where they do this exact shit.
So I'm just predicting what the game is fucking doing.
I'll show you a clip after the video of just somebody. They made a comedy video that was just another, like basically them doing a Papers, Please bit.
Oh man, that's fucking messed up. Officer down.
We have no hospitals in Russia. You just die.
Our government didn't feel the need to install hospitals. Oh, that's messed up.
You get to rip open people's seats to look for terrorism. Hold on, we think there's terrorism going on in your seats. We need to rip this open.
Somebody's poisoning your car seats. Are there methamphetamines in here? Give me a taste.
Yes, this is
It's Coke!
Yeah. Yep, this is good quality stuff. Okay, take him away. Leave drugs here. Take him away.
You boys ready to party? Woohoo!
Ah, that is the wrong response. You were supposed to say no. All of you fired.
Nobody get cocaine.
Sorry, that was an accident. No, this was not an accident, Croc. This was the perfect
And the audio broke
moment.
again. That's concerning. I fear for Bayonetta.
Look, I moved it to the other port.
Yeah, it's still doing it. You did move it.
Yes, they already have that. It's Papers, Please. Like, yeah, like Mr.
We were
B.
just talking
Yeah,
about it,
Mr. B sitting here just being like, no, but we already have that game. We don't need it again.
Oh, shit, I accidentally... No, go back. Oh my god, go back! Thank God. Sorry guys, my counter was messing up. It's still apparently not big enough. Like the back counter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's better, but it's still not big enough. jerk.
No, I think he has a point there.
So is your mom. I didn't notice Mr. B.
Yeah, it's like, Croc has a point here. Don't take this away from him.
Oh, that's messed up.
Croc has just called Mr. B basically a bitch.
You cheeky dick wolf.
Now, how many people understand that reference?
Probably not enough.
It's not being a jerk, it's honesty.
That's messed up. God damn it, I X'd off the stream, dude.
Stop closing the stream! We need those!
Little demon children.
Mr. B, this is the reason that Croc doesn't like Zero.
Okay, we might be going a bit too far now.
Yeah, now Croc is just going to get very upset.
It's charming up to a point, and now it's just sad. It's a Gaia now, huh?
Zero, and you've joined forces, Croc? Okay. Well, never mind then. They have settled their differences. You get shit like this. One card. Deck box. Fuck this shit.
It's not the point, Croc. But still,
This isn't
like,
helping your image. Was it really only 6 months ago since his graduation?
I thought you graduated in 2020.
I don't think so. Like, God, time is slow. I'm pretty sure I even have his, like, the booklet that he graduated. Yeah,
2022?
yeah,
Okay.
whatever it's called. The
That brochure.
I keep wanting to say the playbill, but yeah, that thing.
Right. I keep forgetting that Croc wasn't a year off from me. He was.
See, remember how I
2
was
years.
saying that? Remember how I was saying that I like enjoy Mr. B being here, but I couldn't say that I love him. This is part of that. Everything negative I say is more or less meant as a negative. Or not meant as a negative. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you misread that a little.
Yeah. Everything I mean.
Everything that I am mean. It may mean. Just to me, means a lot. Mean.
Mean.
And a liar and pathetic and a lonely life and mean.
Alone in life.
No, I like the thought that it says a lonely life.
That's the same thing.
But
Those are the same meaning.
I wouldn't say I bully you. I'm just
Okay, Mr. B,
kidding ya.
if you had a student saying this to another student, would they go to detention?
You're disloyal. Detention.
You're disloyal. These kids ain't loyal.
Younger brother.
That's absolutely bullying. That's the job of an older brother, to bully their younger brother.
Oh, man.
Missed. This doesn't even have a card in it.
Do you have empty boxes?
Almost. Like, this is 3 sets. This is 3 different sets.
Yep.
1 card. That few. 1 card. That's like, I don't even understand how that's possible.
I mean, I have older sets with very few cards in them, and a few of them are only 1 card.
Yeah, but these are... You were still getting cards during here. How do I have none even from you?
But anyway, with newer sets, you have to understand that I haven't had a lot of time to get Pokemon cards.
Croc asking, is it cool if I mail things to younger bro? I mean, Croc, like, that's more of a thing between you and younger bro. Like, you two know each other. That's not really channel related. And even if it is channel related, that's still more between you two.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Like, we know each other. I knew you in high school.
We live at the
We're
same
friends.
place, Croc, so I'm still saying that's up to younger bro.
So I wouldn't care.
No, Mr. B, you don't know where I live.
But anyways, what the hell was I talking about?
Good question. What were you talking
Oh, I
about?
was talking about Pokemon cards. Okay, so I haven't had newer Pokemon cards because father and stepmom refuse to buy me anymore. Like, they're done with it. And
Well, that's fair, but
younger sis has been asking for them, and if she gets them, it's going to tick me off.
I mean, she is the favorite child, so.
So, yeah, I just... But, yeah, I know the state.
That, even if that was true, Mr. B, that's not sufficient. That, Mr. B, that's like trying to mail something to someone in Canada and saying Ottawa. Like, yep, that's not enough.
Growing up, Croc, I actually wasn't the middle child. I was the older child.
Yeah, depending on when growing up starts.
To me, growing up started when I was 5, and it ended when I moved in with you guys. Or when I first started coming over here.
Yeah, I think it lasts a little bit longer than that, so it's like, I don't know.
I think I was more or less grown up when I hit, like, high school.
Yeah, now you're the middle child.
think we're approaching time soon, aren't we?
We have just under a half an hour.
Wow, we actually talked a lot this time.
We did.
And we have still not found it, guys. But, like I said, I'm not expecting it within, like, the next 10 streams, actually.
Okay, sir, all of your cards are now sorted out, so you should be able to take all your cards out of here.
Oh, joy, another thing I have to do. Hey, guys, you don't know the amount of stuff I have to do.
Yeah.
So, I have to record mobile. I have to now sort my Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
I have to write on quote of.
Well, you don't have to do that. You choose to do that. I mean, you choose to do a lot of these things, to be fair.
And I have to play Fire Emblem Awakening and Echoes just to get the DLC.
Yeah, that's if you want the DLC.
And I do. Because there could be story add-on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I have to start playing it as soon as possible. So as soon as I could play it is... Oh yeah, another thing I have to do is download all the stuff on the eShop. Which I think I can get done tonight. Depending on how long it takes to download some games.
That's fair.
Because the longest thing was the Prime trilogy. But yeah, guys, I spent over $400 today. $400. And I don't even know if it's going to be enough. I hope it is.
Younger bro really needs to spend less money. So, Croc, what is the context of that that emote?
Sexy boy.
No, actually, maybe I don't want the answer to that question.
Somebody watched Magic Mike a little bit too much. Wee. Oh. Apparently, a custom emoji.
Gotcha.
Yeah, maybe we should ask him to make ours.
We'll see. I do need to work more on emotes and stuff, but I haven't really had the time.
Uh-oh, Croc has more. Our worst fears have been realized.
Oh no! So many!
Our worst fears have come true. But yeah, also going back, I know you say we're like a small channel, but I want to consider us up-and-comers at this point.
Well, yeah, but look, I'm not going to consider us I'm not going to consider us not a small channel until we hit like well over 1,000 subs. So we are like, we'd have to have like 5,000 subs before I'd say we're a medium-sized channel.
I suppose. And guys, I don't even think we're going to hit 500 this year. We might finally hit 400 before the new year. Because we usually go up 100 subs every year and like a half.
Yeah.
Not even a half, maybe a year and like a couple months.
Yeah.
But we have never hit like 100 like like during a year.
Yeah.
So it'd be a new kind of thing.
Well, Croc, given that we have 1 month, I'm gonna I would place bets on no. But look,
Damn it.
getting 400 is a surprise for us this year, because it was less than a year since we got to 300. So that's like very quick for us. That's like one every few days, and that's weird.
Yeah, like we started the trend a little bit last 2 months. And also we're gonna have new content, so hopefully, like, I'm willing to bet the next game I have planned is gonna be enjoyed by a lot of our champions. Because, guys, again, the Let's Play, like, Murdered Soul Suspect, we already beat, and we're already on the next game.
Croc is jumping into an evil phase at the moment.
So we hope you enjoy it.
Croc's evil phase?
No, my new game.
Ah, fair enough. Hey, are you okay? I mean, I'm bullying you, but I just want to make sure you're not actually going to die.
Okay, good. Continues punching.
Yeah, exactly. That is a Family Guy bit right there. That sounds like a Family Guy bit.
Here's the thing, they did do something similar, where it was a guy Peter didn't recognize until he started punching him.
Wasn't that the chicken?
No.
Or no, that's The Simpsons. The Simpsons did the chicken bit.
No.
No, that was Family Guy that did the chicken bit. I'm wrong.
I mean, no, okay, chicken, yes, the chicken bit is Family Guy. But
he definitely recognized him because they knew each other from like when they were young.
Yes, but I'm saying they did it with a different guy.
Gotcha.
It was not the chicken.
Croc is set on this. He will not accept no.
Hello? Braylon the introvert.
Braylon the introvert.
This is great. We've been having a lot of great names recently pop up on our channel. Okay.
Now, is this supposed to be Bree or Bray?
Oh, I can't call him Bree. We say what you wanna say, and let the words come out. Honestly, I wanna see you be Bree.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say I want to see you be Bray, and that you didn't even do that. You ruined the bit.
Hey, I rhymed free with Bree. Don't say I ruined the fucking
The
bit.
song is I want to see you be brave.
Oh damn, I'm thinking of the country song just as free. Damn it, I'm tired. Look, it is the near end of the stream. I am tired. I'm ready to go to bed. Look, I can't process things correctly when I'm tired.
I can't believe I'm not right.
Like I tried explaining that to my workmates at work. Like,
Yeah.
They were trying to ask me questions and I wasn't really responding to them that well, and they were like, "Are you feeling?" I'm like, "Right." I'm like, "When I'm tired,
My brain breaks down.
I pretty much said that. I pretty much said my brain don't work right. I got you a couple of weeks ago. I got gym badges. Just need to win the champion cup. Well, hopefully you are having fun.
Sounds like, yeah, you're having a good time.
I mean, it is very hard to not enjoy Pokemon. When we didn't enjoy it was when it was a straight port.
That's fair, but eh. Like, yeah, Sword and Shield were really fun.
Still is fun.
Well, yeah, but
Well, except
we're not actively playing the game technically.
Eh,
We're doing this.
yeah, except the Dynamax adventures that can fuck off. Me no like Dynamax adventures and probably never will.
You added a new reward for points. To be fair, Croc, I don't remember what it is if I did.
You dead? Question mark. I was not informed of this. And if I was, I forgot what it was.
To be fair, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, the suggest a poll thing.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we've used that once, where Mr. B suggested something, we voted against him 2-1. Right, I remember that.
Oh, yeah. That was fucking hilarious. Oh man.
How does it work? So, I think, if I remember correctly how it works is, you pay the points, you put in what you want, what kind of poll you want run, and if we like the idea of it, we then create a poll with that topic.
Yeah, that. Dun, 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 dun. I'm just waiting for the audio to just kill itself again.
I'm honestly surprised it hasn't already.
I know. Like I've been glancing over at it from time to time. That's why I've pointed it out at least twice.
Okay, hold on. Let me see how the hell I do this.
What's a better Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? Here's the thing, the games or the show? Or just in general?
I think I have to do slash, don't I?
Might have to do slash.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
So, general. Pink Shellos. And Arceus question mark. Oh, shield. I don't even remember how to get Shellos in this game. I think it's in the add-on stuff like Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor. Pretty sure. In the Giant's Mirror? I thought it was on the beach somewhere. Somewhere on a beach, sipping something strong. Got a new girl, she got it going on. We drink all day and party all night.
Okay, there you go, Croc. It's a slightly modified poll.
I can check actually. That is Dirks Bentley. I keep thinking it's
Yep, there you go, Croc. That's how that works.
I keep thinking it's Billy Currington, but it's not.
Okay, you got about 10 minutes.
Results. Pokemon wins. Yay!
By 3 to 1. And Digimon gets 0.
Yeah, so I don't even know what you had. That no one was going.
It was a valid question.
Yeah, Croc, you chose Yu-Gi-Oh.
I gave more options.
But yeah, like I don't know if I like Yu-Gi-Oh to that degree. Sylveon art on it for Christmas that holds Pokemon cards. Yeah, I don't have one with Sylveon on it yet, but I've found a few on Amazon.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Yeah, what I do is I do it like Unlisted Leaf does, where he has a binder per set. That's what I'm doing. Well, I just started doing that. I don't have one big box anymore.
I still have a box.
Can I abuse the pull system?
No, Croc.
We will run one pull per person a stream. So you couldn't abuse it even if you tried.
Although it might not be set up for that yet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, older
Yeah.
bro keeps his in boxes. I keep mine in binders, and younger sis is not organizing her binders, but she does keep them in binders as well.
I used to have a couple Pokemon 10s, and now I have way too many Pokemon 10s.
I probably have more 10s than you at this point, or have just as much. And I'm not getting rid of them. At some point, I kind of want to display them, maybe. Like, that'd be cool. Just have a shelf just full of 10s. I know someone who has a warehouse of nothing but just Pokemon cards.
That's insanity.
Yeah. Well, I don't know him, but
You're aware of him.
I'm aware of him. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm pretty much the same.
Yeah, older bro helped me start my collection. Because I didn't even know about... I didn't know about Pokemon cards or the Pokemon games until I met older bro.
Hello.
Like, I knew about the show, but I didn't know a lot more about Pokemon other than that.
Okay, Croc, have a good evening.
See you, Crack. And now you're, getting into it. So I hope you've been enjoying Pokemon. Yeah, I think Pokemon is something on this channel we'll just never get tired of. Well, we might get burnt out a little bit because of the amount of Pokemon stuff we're going to be doing, but we probably won't eventually hate it.
It's kind of hard to hate Pokemon. There's not much to hate.
I think the only thing we've hated about Pokemon so far was Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl.
Yeah.
But we just hated the fact that it was a shot-for-shot remake. Like, that's the only thing we hated.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't even say I hated playing the game. It was just the same game. So it's like, eh.
Yeah, right now we're playing the newest games. We're playing Scarlet and Violet, and it doesn't even play like Arceus, and I think Arceus just plays better than Scarlet and Violet.
See. I'd say that so far, I think that Scarlet and Violet is maybe. I don't know if I think it's the better of the two.
Like, Scarlet and Violet is definitely probably more linear, maybe. But
I would not say that. I think Arceus is much more linear. Like, there you had like one zone and you had a very clear directive to go to, and you could do other things, but you had only one directive. In this, it's like, here's these 3 options, do whatever the hell you want.
And I think that's sort of bad because last episode I battled a trainer that was level 38, and I knew I wasn't supposed to be there, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd recommend either one, but Arceus is definitely more is going to be more your alley if you didn't like the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon.
Yeah. So I would recommend. I honestly recommend Arceus over Scarlet and Violet. Because I'm just having several problems with Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, and I don't even think you've gotten to the stuff you're really going to have a problem with. But we have to wait until we see all the trainer school stuff.
Yeah, I think two of the biggest issues is where are we going? Like, we can't really figure it out.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think we have a goal. We just need to train up a little bit.
yes, the grinding EXP is probably the main problem.
Can't stand bidet. That's fair. I get that.
No one can. But anyways, so and the other issue I'm having is they definitely have resized the Pokemon to a great degree.
Yeah.
And I'm having a hard time getting around Pokemon when I can't see them.
I was having a similar problem where I wanted to catch one thing, and there was like 3 hordes, and I couldn't get around them. And I was like, I just want this one Pokemon. I've ran into 5 things so far, and I can't run from them. To be fair, Miss Opal seeing him means he's no longer part of the main story and's been dragged away against his will.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of liked that scene, but Bidet was designed for you to hate him, and honestly, I think they did a good job at that.
Yeah, that's fair. He was meant to be the villain that wasn't really a villain.
Yes. And then, recently, Older Bro basically started calling me Bidet because I would be the fairy and psychic-type gym leader if I could be one. No, I am not
Hello,
Bidet.
Alec the cool 1010.
Alec is the cool kid?
Well, he doesn't say he's the cool kid. He says he's the cool 1010.
Tintin?
So I guess he's saying he's cooler than 1010.
We still haven't got our 1010 sequel.
By the way, you have basically 1 minute.
Okay. But
I would do like maybe 7 hunts.
I'll probably do like one more batch of eggs.
That works.
But anyways.
All right, you're doing egg hunting, so it's like
Yeah, I'm
that
doing
works.
egg hunting.
Well, I didn't think through that when I said how
you-
many, but it's like one hunt. It's like 5 eggs, so it's like it's still in the right number. Just it's always a group of 5.
Okay, I gotta read here real quick.
We do not do trades. So we don't really have the Wi-Fi to really do trades for stuff. So we can't really help you there.
Yeah, we only do trades for things we need.
And again, they're almost always have to be off camera because we can't really do them on camera. So sorry that we can't help you. Somebody told you to nickname a Wooloo and it wasn't Uwulu or, like, Best Sheep or something? Like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I really like Mareep, but, like, anybody saying that Uwulu is trash is, like, not a real human being.
I'm still iffy about its evolution, though. Like,
I mean, it very much is just, like, a bighorn, like, sheep. So it's like, it's what it is.
I know, but I just think it could be designed better. Like,
That's fair.
I like Wooloo. I don't know if I like Dubwool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you got the plush.
Yeah. I have a Wooloo in my house.
And, like, unfortunately, I can't have a lot of plushes because right now all of my plushes are under my bed because I just don't have anywhere to put them. Like, my room is that small. Like, I have the second smallest room in this house.
So in French, this is apparently called Mountain. And in German, it's apparently called Wally. Or Woolly.
Going down the Wally Woe. Ain't no crime or reason, no complicated meaning, ain't no...
I probably should get a few more plushes, but I need to trim some that I have, and like, I really just need a new space to store them in.
My safe space. Dun 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 dun, not shiny.
Yeah, like, it's weird. It's not super soft. It's not like actual
No,
like
it is
wool,
not soft.
but like it's still soft for like it's still pretty soft, but it's not wool.
Sugar Hand is a classic. Thank you. I like Bray already. He knows some good music.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing since it's pronounced Brie, I believe that's probably she.
I don't know anymore, okay? Look, me and you always default to he until proven otherwise.
Just, yes, but usually when they say, call me Brie, I don't go, yes, Brie, the
I'm
guy.
sorry.
Like, yeah, I default to he until corrected, but like,
look,
sometimes it's very obvious and I don't.
The full name looked like a guy's name to me, okay? I'm sorry. I apologize to all people out there with guy sounding and girl sounding names.
Look, there's nothing you can do. It's like, it's not your fault that sometimes names just get, like, they start out as being one gender specific and then it becomes both genders. And it's like, well, what are you supposed to do? How can I know that?
And here something else. There have been people in this world who were named, like, girl and guy names, and they would be a guy with a girl name or a girl with a guy name.
It's just something that you make an assumption, and then when the assumption's wrong, you correct it. And it's that simple.
And it's not been correct.
Yeah, so that's all you have to do. Like,
the true statement about Two Bros Game Night, younger bro is always wrong.
That's true.
Except maybe when it comes to Pokemon cards. But.
He's only not wrong when he's saying he's not that he's always wrong.
Which makes me right and wrong. Now you're confusing me.
This sentence is false.
Sentence more than false. Anyways, guys, the counter has now stopped. We are at 185 encounters for Sobble. I am not expecting us to get this shiny for probably the rest of the year, actually, because of how long it takes for people.
I'm hoping 2 weeks.
Like and subscribe to YouTube and Twitch. Comment to our videos, we do read them. Follow on Twitch, and we'll see you guys in the next shiny hunt. Goodbye.
Good night, everyone.